That's the wrong one. Oh. Do you that feel when you haven't set the camera up after you've last done a stream? There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another tomato sauce stream. We haven't actually got the blur on. We'll put the blur back on as well. Why not? There we go. That's a little bit better. Hello. Today we have brand new box hype. I think everyone's quite excited because we finally have a new mini box instead of a deck build. We've been waiting a very long time to get some new product and we finally have it. So that's very, very exciting. That being said, I think some people are a little bit underwhelmed of the new cards that we've got, which is a bit of a shame. I also think the music might be a little bit too loud. We'll try and tweak the music a smidge. This is going to be tricky. That might be a bit too quiet. We'll leave it at that for now. But, that being said, I did play in a point battle today. I did play in the Japanese point battle run by Nanao. And the Gradius deck at the very least does feel okay. It's not anything insane. It's not anything crazy. But it does feel pretty okay. And that is what we're going to be playing today. We do have some stuff to go over. We got the new OCG cards. I do also want to take a look at the brand new box itself and just kind of go over some of it. Just kind of touch on it. Maybe talk to you guys about it a little bit. But for the most part, this is going to be playing with the new decks. Right, that's what the plan is. So first things first. Let's see what we have in the chat. We have Pro Manicus with the first. Hello, hello, Pro Manicus. We have PTRG, Pew Pew. Damn it, Pro. We have Darth Victor. Look, it's my favorite tomato. I swear I don't have it, so I need to press a single button while on Twitch to have it written. I swear I write it hard every time. Excellent, excellent work. We have Gunkin Sushipshari with the first. Hello, hello, Gunkin Sushipshari. We have a human Portuguese dub fan. When the rush goes mini and we go into the rush. Exactly. Hello, Victor. We have Kim Friend in the chat. Nice new box 2 days before KC Rush. So BS. I mean, I think that's fine. Because the thing you have to remember is the very first week of the Rush, like the GRF, is basically like a nothing week, right? You can get all the way up to like 70 just by doing NPC fights, right? It's very casual friendly. It's very just kind of stroll through. I don't think you need like extra time with the decks realistically. Finally, Rush has come back. Lord British Salamander face reveal. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Tomato sounded not excited to happiest ever. Let Rush dead. Kim Friend really doesn't like Rush, but he insists on coming into Rush streams and saying that he doesn't like Rush. It is a very interesting character. Yeah, the new box seems kinda ish. It's a bit quiet, but it's fine. We just have more hero cards. That's always been. The issue is tweaking the volume is a little bit tricky. So like, I want to just like move it up and down by like a single amount, but it's really difficult how I've got it set up, which is kind of my own fault. Yeah, let me know. Is this too loud or is this like whatever? Because it's kind of hard to get it between this and what we just had it at. That looks about right. That looks okay. I think we'll leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. Seems quite fine. Wait, that's just more hero cards. Always has been. Oh yeah. Hello, hello, Shui as well. We're doing exclamation mark Shui in the chat. Always got to give shout outs to the boys. We have Duan in the chat. Hello, hello. We have Islife. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We have United for Eternity. Hello, Tomato. How's it going? I think I'm dreaming with new box reveal. Yeah, the new box is, I mean, it's exciting, right? Having new stuff is always really cool. So the one, I guess, negative, I suppose, is when I was playing in the point battle room, the one game that I lost, like, so one-sidedly was against Music Princess. So, like, playing against the old decks, it was like, oh god, I'm just dead. But they kind of opened custom, so, like, does it matter? Like, is that a good barometer, right, to base anything off of, right? It's a bit awkward. Where were we? I know it's not Digimon today, but I'm gonna write a dub review for Ghost Game Dub that came out yesterday. I almost finished it, got like 12 episodes left to go. So when you say it came out, do you mean this is the first time that we've had access to the dub? Or do you mean it's like the dub has now come out on a streaming service? Oh god, Kim Friend is here. I think he doesn't like anything but comes here to complain anyway. I mean, that sums up most Yu-Gi-Oh players, I think, to be fair. We all know Kim Friend is secretly Rush's biggest fan. It'd be really funny if it turned out that Kim Friend was like the alt account of like the world champion or something. What did you say? I can't hear you. Don't worry about that. That's fine. That looks okay. Third hero box of the year. I mean, that's fine though, right? There's a lot of hero support, so getting it all out eventually. We have Hans Sandres. Finally, more hero support. The least supported deck in both speed and rush. I think though it's kind of a different flavor of hero, like, so I think it's fine. I don't think it's like that big of a deal personally. We have Zorak in the chat. Hello, Zorak. Welcome, welcome. So you're telling me a modern deck in rush isn't good? So there is like layers to this, right? So first off, the deck has been doing okay in OCG, not like anything crazy. The way the deck has been seeing better results is by including a Cyber Dragon package, but the reason the Cyber Dragon package works is because it uses cards that we don't have in Duel Links. So we can't just like put the Cyber Dragon stuff that we have now into Gradius and it just works, right? Because we need Cyber Rush Fusion and we need their Pop Spell, right? We don't have either of those, which does make it a little bit tricky because that's what makes the deck feel really good in OCG. On top of that, skills are still a big thing. So we now need to compete with decks like Music Princess, because Music Princess did okay in the OCG, right? It was a strong deck. It was a little while ago that it was a strong deck. It was like between like 8 months and a year, I'd say, back when it was actually performing well in the OCG. But that was still a good deck there, and then we've given it a skill, which makes it really good in Duel Links. So Gradius is kind of like, it's stronger than Music Princess, I would say, if Music Princess didn't have their skill. But because Music Princess have a skill, now they're like they're trying to balance it out, right? But I think Music Princess does kind of win that out in the end, realistically, because that deck's just so explosive, it can just OTK through like just about anything, which is kind of crazy, right? This is the first time we've ever been able to watch the dub. I see. 2025 be like hero mini box, no hero, not hero mini box, hero mini box, not hero mini box, hero mini box. We need more hero cards though. Where is my skyscraper? I'm just saying. Right, we need what was it, Hero Boy? Is that what he's called? I think it's Hero Boy. The one that gets you back Skyscraper, Fusion, and normal monsters from the graveyard. Kim Friend is Profear's villain. Oh, whatever happened to Profear, man? We miss Profear. I tried Mania earlier. It's good, but also horrible. I played against a Aqua deck in the point battle, and it's really good at building a board. Like, it felt like every turn that deck was able to just summon out 3 bosses and have the field spell out. The problem is, 3 bosses in the field spell doesn't actually win the game. It's just a little bit awkward to break, right? So like, it's an awkward one. I think if you're able to consistently do that every single turn and not get OTK'd, maybe you can just win through like a war of attrition, but then you need to have like the ability to keep your deck big, which the deck doesn't naturally do very well, so it's a little bit awkward. It is a little bit awkward. We will witness Lord British playing Lord British. Hello, Skywings. Welcome, welcome. It depends on what you open. Hello, Hit. Welcome, welcome on in. No, please, not Skyscraper. Skyscraper is what we need. And Card Defender. Is it Card Defender? Card Blocker? Card Defender? I forget what it's called. The guy that boosts all of your normal warriors by 1,000 attack. Or all your warriors. If you have, I think it's a normal warrior or a fusion warrior. Imi is nowhere near as good as Mimi. Exactly. That's the truth. That is the truth. Yeah, that's the issue for her. Aqua is Join Tech, not OTK edition. Yeah, basically, right? It's kind of like if Join Tech didn't have access to Kong or... Well, it's not even a fair comparison, because Join Tech can still play Curse, right? You can play Curse in Aqua, but you have no way to force a trap, right? If your opponent sets 3, and, you know, I summon out my bosses, and if I'm the opponent, and I'm sat there with a Shady face down, why would I flip your cards face down if you're not going to get any damage in? You're just going to hit my 3 monsters. I'm just going to hold it, right? So then you don't get the ability to flip my cards up, and it just creates this weird gameplay loop of no one's doing anything. She is cuter. Oh, I don't know about that. A new box looked cool, but holding my gems until I see what the spaceships can do. Hello, hello, Soda Fizz. We should give a shout out to Soda Fizz, actually. We don't usually entertain Soda Fizz here. Now I have to remember how to do proper shout outs. Double I, we can remember that. Did we get it? Oh, we got it in one. Perfect. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. It's Card Defender. There we go. I'm awful with names. I'm really, really bad with names. But for now, let's hop in and take a look at some of the new stuff that we've got, because I do want to quickly go over the stuff. I know we've already made a video about it and everyone's already seen the cards, right? But I do want to just quickly go over the box just to kind of see what we're working with. Also, the deck that we're going to be playing today isn't complete because we haven't done any ranked grind yet, which means we don't have Freed. And I think I will be playing Freed in this deck. But we got Vic Viper, Ripple Laser. Fantastic card. There's nothing bad to say about this card. Like, 800 defense is the bad part of this card. Other than that, everything is fantastic. Being able to reduce attack is amazing. This is the weird one for me. Blue Fang Concurrent Burst Dragon, I did not expect to get. This is an anime card. It's like an anime boss, so you would expect this to come out like when it was on the show, but I guess they can just release stuff whenever they want. But this card is a bit like awkward. I don't even know if it's that good. I think summoning it is relatively easy because we already have things like Striping Wyvern, right? We can just like cheat this out quite easy. Giving up a card for your hand is not the best, but when it has such a powerful effect, it probably doesn't matter. I think the issue is going to be having enough level 7 or higher dragons, because you'll only be able to play a maximum of 6. I assume you'll be on 6, because you want to play them to use the skill anyway. So maybe it's not actually that bad. Then the question becomes, can you give this thing piercing, or change your opponent's battle positions? But again, it's still going to fall into the exact same issues of it dies to Compulse, it dies to Shady, right? Like, you'll spin down into basically just this. I doubt you'll have much of a board left after this. I mean, you could have 3 cards left over, but then you'd need to have, like, double striping to make, like, a double fusion. It just seems like a lot of effort for something that could get disrupted very easily. Not just all monsters, it's all monsters if you control a normal warrior and warrior fusion. Yeah. Have you turned the brightness down on your PC? No? Well, does everything look... Everything looks a bit weird on the stream, actually. There's something I could do about that. Let me have a look. I don't think I can do much about that. But yeah, you're right. It does look a bit weird. It might be because it's on my new monitor. But my new monitor is a really nice monitor. So... You're right, though. It does look strange. It does look very strange. Neospatians surprised me, but still cool. They got a space theme for the box. It's debuted so late into the show as well. I don't have a clue what Konami were thinking. I mean, it was either the concurrent or Zuijo's Dark Matter Monsters. It was either concurrent or Zuijo's Dark Matter Monsters, and I don't want to see those. What you're saying makes no sense, Victor. There was not a 50-50 that we got either this or the Zuijo cards. That's not how that works. We could have just got no other contact fusions. That would have worked easily, but... besides Jointech and Aqua searching cards, is there only skills? Jointech can set the level 7 monsters, while Aqua can only summon their boss monsters face up. Why? Can you set? I guess you can. I haven't read the skill in a while. I haven't tried to, I don't think. I think that's the big thing. RF, missed the start again. Hello, Corey. Welcome, welcome. It's really dark. Why is it really dark? It shouldn't be dark. Especially since nothing should have changed since the last time. The question is, do we mess around with it now while we're on stream? Because that could be a bit of a faff. What if I turn this off? What? What? How's that looking? Does that look better? Does that look worse? How's it looking? That's better? Okay. Perfect. So what we had HDR on, which is kind of a bit awkward because it makes the screen look better for me, but I think it actively makes it look worse for you guys. Because I've got a nice expensive new monitor, and it's like a beautiful like OLED 4K monitor. Everything looks beautiful, but when I stream, because obviously we're streaming in 1080p, I have to basically take this monitor and just change it back to 1080p, and everything looks awful for me. HDR makes everything... It's because the screen is naturally so bright. That's what it is, so it counteracts that. That's the issue. But this fine, right? I'm already gimped with what I'm looking at, so it's fine. But hello, Brad. Welcome on in. Where are the Aqua contact fusions? Yeah, about that. There aren't really any is the issue. Didn't even notice that. I noticed everything was darker on the VOD, but yeah, it's darker here too. I mean, if we know the issue, I can just turn it on and off when I stream, right? I just need to remember. Also, Matarian now best deck because we have 8 extra deck slots. I did play against Matarian in the point battle room, and I absolutely destroyed them. I do not think Matarian is going to be a great matchup into specifically Radius, but we'll have to see how that looks going forward. I do think the spaceships will have a machine package from a different archetype, or will it be pure? So the issue that you have with mixing and matching is these cards here. Where is it? It's not this one. This one. So this turn, you can only attack with machine type monsters that have 800 original defense. So that means if you use this effect, you can't attack with anything outside of this archetype. And then there is also another one. Which one is it? Yeah, the Lord British Space Fighter. This turn, you can only attack with machine-type monsters that have 800 original defense. So, you can, but there will be some turns where you want to use these effects, but you can't because you want to attack with other cards, right? So, it's very awkward. You could, though. You definitely could. What do you mean 1080p? We need 144p? No, we got 1080. You got 1080, you'll like it. The issue is, I could stream at like 4K, but on your ends, if you're not using a 4K monitor, it's going to look awful. And if you're on a phone, it's going to look even worse. It's going to be really hard to read anything. That's why we just don't stream at that. Even your camera is dark? I mean, I can't do anything about that. I'll look at the VOD later and see about, like, tweaking it to try and fix it and make it look better before. It's dark because we're in the UK. I mean, yeah, I've got ring lights, so, like, it should be bright enough. Not gonna lie, the Cornful Charity needing to have an Arcran graveyard is pissing me off a bit. I mean, it's a slightly more fair version of circulation, right? Circulation is good for everything. We are in an ad break, so we will just wait for that to go by. So, have a little swig of water. Wait for that to go. Right, there we go. HDR makes everything so dark. Does that play 9 D and Keto? I think you should probably play 9. Maybe 8. The thing is, you want to have enough that you can constantly end on a board of triple D and Keto. That is your goal. So in order to do that, you need to make sure you have enough in the deck that you can draw into them and actually play them. And because of the discount, summoning them shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think the sweet spot is going to be somewhere between 7 and 9. I'm leaning towards 8, but I could even see it going as low as 7. It depends how, like, prone you are to bricking, right? But the thing is, about the Blue Fang or Zuijo was that it makes sense that we would get at least one anime part of the new summoning. The thing is, I don't think you need to, right? You could have just not given us an anime thing at all, right? I think that would have been fine. Of course, they give the British spaceship that effect. Exactly. Lord British. Hello, Dr. Alex. Welcome on in. Yeah, I fixed it. Needing one engrave is good. Stops random decks abusing it. Yeah, it's GX song. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think this card's good if it works. That's always going to be the issue. There's going to be a lot of situations where it's just not going to work. Neos is fantastic, right? It's a secret order target, which is great. We also have the new spell card in Hero Descent, which can also summon it out. So, in a way, you can play this by having kind of 6 secret orders. It's not quite. But basically, you should be able to spam out Neos. The issue that the Neos deck, I think, is going to have is it doesn't deal with set cards very, very well. And then Cure Prodigy, this card is actually pretty good, I think. I think people are underestimating this. I think the deck is really good at what it does. And what it does is spam the board with bosses. I think that's good. The issue is its weakness is pretty big. It feels a lot like Pyro or like... I don't want to say Jointech, because although it is very similar to Jointech in a lot of ways, Jointech has the tools it needs to force back row. It has the tools it needs to beat set 3. But it is a deck that builds a board very easily. And that's what the Aqua deck does. It does build a board very, very easily. I don't think it's going to be a strong deck, just because it can't beat set 3 without, like, Abyss Soldier. But I think it is actually better than people are giving it credit for. Did you have a look at the Manya dialogue already? The things worth mentioning are she had many lines with Bocce, Menjiburo, Uamu, and London. She also has a summoning and attack chant for Red Boot Boost Dragon. And the interesting part is she has multiple lines, 5+, for every Berry Fresh monster, spell, and trap. I mean, that's fine, right? That just means they'll be coming eventually, right? I would be surprised if we didn't see London at all for this event. It just makes sense to have London in this event, because he's a... I don't think we necessarily have to duel him, right? But it would make sense if we did. Not because he dueled during the arc that Mania is from, because I think he dueled in the arc afterwards. Because it's when they head down to the underground that we see him duel. But I think it just would make sense since he is like a prominent character. A Neo spell does summon in defense though, which is a bummer. Yeah, but again, we can just like use it as material immediately. So like having a ton of ways to access Neos is still pretty cool. Makes sense we got the Bluetooth because Yuamu is featured in the new character story. No reasons for Zuijo cards. I get the logic, right? My counterpoint, I suppose, would be... It's a little bit awkward when it comes to, like, the storyline of the show. Because they tend to release cards in the order-ish they released in the anime, right? They don't always, because sometimes they go their own way with it. But generally, that's the rule that we follow. So that's usually what I expect. I gotta go see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I might try the Gradius Maximum deck, depending on the skill. But obviously, the Gradius skill gives you the Fusion. Yeah, the Fusion is so good as well. I told my friends that this Aqua deck looks broken, but their excuse is they can't beat set 3, but the fact is just summoning big beaters is crazy. The issue with that is Join Tech does the same thing, right? Join Tech summons a board of big beaters very easily, but also pops through your back row, and also can pop your monsters out the way, and also can force your opponent to use their back row because you can summon like a Join Tech Rex, which means Curse becomes live, right? There's just so many like extra stuff that they do. They can also play Shield Boring Kong, they can also play like Ichigo Golem, which means there are so many ways that Join Tech is basically Aqua but better. So like it gets very awkward when you look at it like that. Hello, Tomatokun. Hello, John Joan. Welcome on in. I mentioned that Rebuchi actually does a summoning chant, the anime, of course she has it. I wouldn't be surprised if Meg Chan had a line for Amnesia. Not gonna lie, I think that we are getting ever variant of the current Sevens world character, so London, Asuka, Providence, etc. I mean, we could do. We absolutely could do. I don't know who, like, some of the characters, like, one-to-ones are, but yeah, I mean, a new Curse. Curse is pretty cool. British Space Fighter is amazing. This card is, like, actually cracked. It's so good. Power Capsule Red, this card is also amazing. The amount of times I use this and you just get a 3+1 off of it is so insane. Like, it's so good. Heat Neos is, like, he's fine. This is, like, the power the deck needs, but, like, he's a little bit underwhelming. Pulse Neos, I actually didn't even get summoned against me. When I played against this deck, and I played against this deck 3 times, they kept summoning Heat Neos and never summoned Pulse Neos. But I think a big reason for that is if you have the Gradius boss monster, what's it called, full custom, you just can't be popped by Pulse Neos. So it's like, why would you go into this against that deck, I suppose? A Hero Descent's decent. Overrush Storm is another really interesting one. I think this card is really strong, and it's going to help a lot of decks that are going to have issues with decking out or to recycle cards back into the deck. But again, we don't really need the spinning effect at the moment. All new D and Ketos are stegoable. Yeah, exactly. Does Aqua have any good recovery? When I used the event Loner, it felt like it runs out of monsters quickly. No. So that's a deck where using something like Overrush Storm can be quite helpful. Because although Overrush stacks them to the bottom, if you have a skill that shuffles your deck, well then, you know, they're just back in the deck, right? So there is going to be stuff like that. TSA is like, okay, I don't think you need TSA in this deck though. Like, you already have the ability to gain a load of power. Cornfall, again, this card's fine. This card is not anything super busted, but you can use this, again, to dig for the bosses, which is what you're really going to be wanting. Food Prodigy is fine. Like, it's nothing crazy. If you do get the effect off, it can go up to 28, and then it can attack into 32s, so you can trade with full custom, which can be relevant. It's very rarely going to be bigger than a full custom, though. And Spectre of Heaven's End, this is a card I still want to cook with. I think there's going to be some really gross stuff you can do with this. And especially the Contact Fusion. I think there is going to be something really good we can do with this. But I am really curious to see where people find a home for Eternal Heaven. I have already seen a few brews going around. So I do want to test out some of them, but we're not going to test them out today, right? We'll test them out another day. But now, we're just going to be testing out the spaceships. So I guess I'll show you, the voice crack there. I guess we'll quickly go through the OCG stuff, because I do want to take a quick look at this stuff, and then we're going to jump straight in. But we're not going to linger. We're not going to... We want to play the video game today. That is the plan. So first things first, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth is now a fusion monster. That's a bit weird. But this isn't too random, because we have had this with Valkyrian. So it's not shocking that this is like this, but it is a bit weird, because this is fused using Great Moth and Cocoon of Evolution. Then we have this one, which is, what was it called? Pupating Lava Moth. So level 6, 500, 2000, made using Petite Moth and a level 5 or lower insect monster. You can contact fusion this card, so Petite Moth and any other weak insect, we can just get this out easy peasy. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, this card's name becomes Cocoon of Evolution until the end of the turn. Then you can fusion summon an earth insect monster by sending monsters from your hand or field, including this card, to the graveyard as material. And notably, this is Cocoon of Evolution. So if you have a Great Moth in your hand, you can just go into this. So you go Petite Moth plus any insect into this, and then this plus Great Moth in hand, you get out your 3500 guy. So that's just nice, but like, that's 3 cards to get out a 3500 vanilla. It's like, eh. Then we have Great Moth, level 8, 2600. That is actually a very relevant stat line, right? There aren't many 2600 attack non-legend level 8 monsters. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending 1 face-up Petite Moth from your field to the graveyard. It's a bit specific, right? We need Petite Moth, but if we have cards that can change their name into Petite Moth, this could be pretty good. Then we have Cocoon of Evolution. Fusion summon a level 8 or lower Earth insect monster by sending monsters from your hand or field, including this card, to the graveyard. So if we just summon this, and we have the Great Moth in hand, we can just use this, immediately fuse with this, and 2 cards go into this. That's kind of cracked. That's a very good way to get out of 3500, I think. Interesting to see what hybrids can be cooked up with Moth plus Delirium and Necromade plus Defiant Soul. It will be interesting. I'm not sure what exactly we're going to be able to cook up with it, but I am interested to test this stuff. Because it's one of those things as well, I have a lot of nostalgia for, like, the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, right? The whole... You know, everyone remembers the Great Moth, the Cocoon of Evolution. Everyone remembers this, like, combo from the anime. So, like, I am interested to play it, and I do really like insects as well. Right, next up, we'll take a look at the Defiant Soul cards. So, as we did predict, this is going to be a Ritual archetype. Level 5 Rituals as well. Interesting. So, this is Guy Gustvelgir, the Defiant Soul-clad Sword. So, continuous effect. During your turn, this card gains 1000 attack, so it's 3k attack during your turn. If Sophoras the Defiant Soul is in your graveyard, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, so it's just a 3k with a bit of protection. Maybe the other cards will make it better. Sophorunda the Defiant Soul-clad Scripture. Level 3. Level 3? Okay. Continuous effect. When a monster is destroyed by the attack of your monster whose original type is zombie, inflict 200 damage to your opponent times the highest level monster in your graveyard. Right. If Gygus the Defiant Soul is in your graveyard, this card in defense position cannot be destroyed by battle. That's an annoying effect. So it's not Gygus Velgir, it's Gygusk. Okay, next up. Mordorn the Skullcrag Knight. I love this guy's art so much. Level 7, 2000 attack. You contribute summon this card in attack position by tributing a zombie monster. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Choose 1 face-up wind zombie monster on your field and have it gain 400 attack times the number of face-up zombie monsters on your field until the end of the next turn. So this is just a lingering attack boost. So you can choose itself. If you have 3 monsters, it goes up to 32. That's not bad. That's not bad. Is this all leaks? Now, these are the OCG cards that have been officially announced. So these cards are not out in Japan yet. These cards will be physically printed in Japan, you know, in the next couple months. I don't know when this set's actually coming out. Gifor the Defiant Soul, level 4, 1400 attack. This card is treated as Gygust while in the graveyard. Okay, very important there. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Increase this card's level by 1, so that will let us, you know, use it as the ritual to the end of the turn. Then you can choose 1 level 5 Gygust the Defiant Soul in your graveyard. Either add it to your hand or special summon it face up to your field. Okay, so that's the original boss monster of this archetype, the level 5 that can pop monsters. Then we have Sopla the Skullcrag Princess, 1200 attack. During your main phase, this card was normal or special summoned. Effect, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Then you could choose 1 level 3 zombie monster with 1200 attack in your graveyard. So that would be either like another copy of this, or you could even get back the Spectres of Heaven's Beginning and Heaven's End. or a Skullcrag Incursion. I assume it's going to be the ritual spell. Add it to your hand, but for the rest of your turn, you can activate the effect of Soapclaw. Then we have Maynir, the Defiant Soulclad Spirit. During the turn this card was normal summoned, send this face-up card from your field to the graveyard. Choose Geigust or Sulphurus, the Defiant Soul, and a ritual spell card in your graveyard added to the hand. Okay, so you need to have one of these in the grave, but then you can get back any ritual spell. That being any ritual spell is really cool, because again, that does open, I think it was United said, the option to mix it with other ritual decks, which the primary one would be Necromade. So that could be really good. Alright, Skullrise Squall, ritual spell card. Gygus Velgear. By sending face up, 5 or more. If you set a monster's original name as Gygus, the Defiant Soul, for the grip's effect, you can then choose one face down card in your opponent's field and destroy it. This last bit of the card saves it. Because we don't want ritual spells that only summon one guy. That sucks. We also don't want ritual spells that have to summon from field. That also sucks. But this last bit, this saves it. This makes it actually really, really good. So this is going to be the other ritual spell. Skullrise Violent. Ritual summon. Sending face-up zombie monsters in your field. Level 3 or more as material. And this one lets you draw a card. Okay. So yeah, these little extra effects at the bottom do kind of save them. It's still going to be a little bit annoying because you're going to have to invest probably like 6 of your very limited spell trap slots to these ritual spells, which isn't great, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Why make the Perfect Moth a vanilla in Rush when it's a vanilla already in normal Yu-Gi-Oh? They could have made him actually good. So typically, if a card doesn't have an effect in like Master Rule, when they port it over to Rush, they keep it basically the same. The only time you ever give a card new effects is if you do a retrain. So obviously, you know, there are loads of examples of this in TCG, but they did like Ancient Gear Golem, which is, you know, it's a bad example, but they've had like multiple retrains of Ancient Gear Golem, and they've done the same thing in Rush, right? So we got Valkyrian, which is very true to the old Valkyrian, except they made it a fusion. But then they've also got a new Valkyrian, which is Valkyrian the Magna Wings, which is like a different like retrain of it, and that one actually has really cool effects. Absolutely love the artworks, and that both actually playable zombie decks are ritual decks now, which is really, really cool. Because zombies for the longest time was basically just a weird OTK deck. The spell also looks cool. The 2 faces, zombie ritual spells would actually be great if they use graveyard cards, but like this, they are okay because of the extra effect. Yeah, exactly. Alright, Blowing Skullrise. Place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, we don't know that. Choose a Wind Zombie or 1 Destined Doom of the Defiant Souls in your graveyard and add it to the hand. What is Destined Doom of the Defiant Souls? Have we seen that one yet? Okay, it's the trap card. Okay, so this is a -1. I'm not a big fan, but we'll keep looking at the other cards. Because if there's any way to like plus off this, then that would be fine. Like if you have a way to like get it back for free. I don't think any of the other cards mentioned getting that one back specifically, so... Alright, Beginning Skullrise. During a turn you have not activated Beginning Skullrise, send a Gygus the Defiant Soul or Sulphurus the Defiant Soul from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 3 cards. Okay, so we're minusing 2. And we're plussing 3, so this is a +1 total. If there are 4 or more monsters in your graveyard, then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, so this breaks even if it's later into the game. And if it's... Well, I suppose you could also just empty the graveyard. It depends how many ways we have to, like, empty the graveyard, right? Alright, and then we have the trap card. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster, choose up to 2 level 5 or lower wind attribute zombie monsters in attack position on your field. During this turn, they cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. I think this is a side deck card for the most part. It depends what the meta's like. If the meta is very pop heavy, maybe this would see play. But like for the most part, would you rather have this? Or would you rather have like Sunset, which gets you a plus? Well, it doesn't plus, but like you break even with it and it gives you protection and it can protect back row. Whereas this just protects your monsters. So that's not fantastic. So here we got a new limit regulation for Rush Duel will be revealed on Christmas. So Christmas Day, we're getting a new Rush ban list for the OCG. Crazy, crazy. Fisher Sky is jealous of the deck since it is a wind zombie deck. Yeah, Fisher Sky's deck, I don't even know if I'd want to play it if it got printed, but like it should be out by now, right? Sunset Limb 2 though, you could do both. Yeah, but why would you? Like, do you need like 5 slots of your deck just to protect your cards? It doesn't seem worth it to me. So here we have Gear's Charge of the Nova cards and their concept arts. I love these concept arts so much, bro. They look so good. Like, look at how cool this guy looks. I think this looks a lot better than the actual card art. Like, just having him, like, in a T-pose. I think he looks so much cooler. You get to see all the detail. Bro looks actually beautiful. Christmas gift will be Monarch sent to hell. Could you imagine? Trickman is much better. A Tomato Christmas Day banless stream? I don't think so somehow. We've got Necromade. I can't remember which one this is. Obviously, this is the one that is, God, what is the original zombie even called? Dread Ruler? I can't remember. Lurker? I think it's Lurker. But yeah. Looks good. Oh my god, just the little ones. This is the new generic card. It's not my preferred style of card, but it is what it is. But they've gone into so much detail with that one card. Here we go. This is my style of card. This is one of the new Fire Machine cards, which I think this just looks so cool. This is my aesthetic. Just like a big robot, like knight-looking dude covered in red armor. Like, this is perfect. This is my aesthetic. Really interested what the next product will be. The Defiant Soul Great Moth Spark Hearts pack is currently the last announced product for release yet, and it releases mid-January, so we should get the announcement for the February and March product soon. Yeah, we probably will, and it'll be exciting to see what we do get. So this is the other thing we're getting, which is... Christ. So we're getting alt arts of this Aqua Ritual Monster, but it's got different foods in its hand that it's feeding you. Oh, it's got a spoon this time. Wow. This is so weird. This is actually so weird. I don't even. The worst part is they look like they've been haphazardly just placed on the card. They haven't even like properly put it into her hands or her fingers. She's just like, there we go, we'll just Photoshop, plop it on, job done. I could do a better job than this. Looks Knight UR plus a Pharaoh. I don't know what that means. New box PogChamp with the new box PogChamp. Exactly, Sakadetsu. Hello, hello. Damn, OCG Rush is so based. Pick your favorite food, Lamau. There isn't even a tomato. Can you believe that? How could there not be a tomato? We can give her a peanut. As long as you're not allergic. Is that like a little pudding? I don't even know. I don't know, man. This is just weird. It's just weird. Melon. I love how they've named them all as well. Zunder Mochi, Peanut, Omurice with Ketchup Emoji, Shamoai, Ebifry, Raw Yatsuhashi, Takoyaki, Kushikatsu, Pudding. Just pudding. Just pudding. Momji, and then strawberry. Just strawberry. Just an Ichigo. Alright, last stuff. I mean, there's nothing... Is any of this new? This is all just alt arts. Wait, what's the difference here? Variety is the spice of life. This is the alt art. What is alternate? Oh, the box that it's on... It's like firing its gun, I guess. The guns are shooting. They're like lit up. And this one, it's just this one. And on this one, we got this one as well. And then, like, an extra one there. Neat, I guess. Yeah. Hello, Sakadetsu. They just copy-paste. We can edit it. How do you like the new Rush box, Mr. Mark? I'm quite happy with it so far, but we'll see. We got a white jacket. And long hair. Okay, so we actually have changed this one quite a bit. We've got the long hair now. We've got the white jacket on. Those are basically completely different cards now. This looks a lot better. So this just has the curtain open, and then we can see Necromade inside. And that's that. Alright, with that done, it's now time to jump in. Let's play our first game. First game of the day. First game of the day. I'm pumped. I'm ready. We'll get a Gradius. We'll get a spaceship. It's going to be great. This is where, like, we immediately run into, like, Join Tech or Music Princess, and we get absolutely clapped. I also don't know how this deck's going to do into Spellcasters. Because, theoretically, we should do really badly into Spellcasters. And if they're just all over the ladder, that could be kind of yikes. Long-haired is better. I am inclined to agree. Alright, everything looks fine on my end on the stream. I assume it's not, like, dark or anything for you guys. First time Mr. Tomato greeted me twice, I feel honored. That's the way it should be. How do we want to play this? So he's not playing our skill, so he's probably playing Neos. We're going to go Power Capture Red turn 1. Those are not cards we want to see now. We will simply add British. So I don't really want to do a big play turn 1 against this deck. I just kind of want to set everything. Now the downside is, if he does have Curse, we could get punished for quite a bit here. But like, it's Curse or nothing, really. Okay, Burst. Avian. Playman. Hero Rush Rising. Okay, we are on the old heroes. Okay. Activates Fusion. So he's going to pop one of our back row, which is like, it's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Come forth! But Flame Wing, man. Okay, buddy. We're getting a little bit greedy here. Why bring back Clayman? Oh, we got Sparkman in hand? It's got to be Sparkman, right? But even if you have Sparkman, why would you... Oh, so now... Wait, we could have... No, this is fine. This is fine. If we had 2 fusions, I think this is okay. You could have gone double burst to pop both the back row, be more of a controlling game plan. But now, if you are able to stick a Voltic, it has more teeth, right? Because you have the Flame Wing Man in graveyard already. Excuse my nick and me playing Spellcaster, please don't bully me. My Gradius win rate against Spellcaster 100%, at least on stream. We should also do an exclamation mark mono. I'm really bad at shouting people out, because I get just wrapped up and absorbed in my own little world. Well, we took 0 damage. Thank you, my 0 defenders. Let's see what we draw here. We lost the card that could get us out of this. How do we want to play this? We could just shuffle 2 back, which is like probably fine. I think we probably have to use Power Meter here, as much as it kind of sucks. This has to send a monster, so we have to get rid of that. Alright, I think we have to do it like this then. So we go Overrush, and we'll get rid of this and this. Get rid of this. We'll get out Spread Bomb. We'll send this. Grab this back to hand. Perform a Fusion Summon. Go into Ripple. Activate Ripple. Maybe the play was to keep Trap Hole in hand here. Because there's multiple ways that we could just die here. But our hand was awful. Our hand was like so awful. Boost Clayman, interesting choice. Well, if we had opened a good hand, there was an okay chance we could have done a disgusting amount of damage there. But the hand we opened was so bad. Damn, this player needs to remind me I should put my name is F0 and playing a Gradius. That's a good shout. I actually forgot about the skill as well, being able to reduce our attack down. We're still fine though. Okay, we get to maintain both of our traps, which puts us in a really good spot. We haven't taken too much damage. So like, we're fine as long as we draw an okay hand here. Okay, this looks great. We've already got 2 of those engraved, which means we can't get a double effect off of this at the moment. So we'll start out with just Pot of Greed. No delay. We have a lot of options here. We only have a regular in the grave, which is fine. We don't need to change the battle positions of anything, so we can just hold that. Do we just go for the double? The issue is, if he's got the trap cards to back up his play, there's not a lot we can really do about it. So I guess we just have to play into it and see what happens. So we'll go British. No trap card there. Is there any reason to go into multiple here? I don't think so. I think we're quite happy just going into Gradius' option. I don't need to mill any of the stuff we have at the moment, so this is going to be fine. We'll go 1. We'll go 2. Summon out Ripple. We'll activate Ripple here. Reduce. Reduce. Then the play is going to be summon Gradius. We could use multiple here. We already have a multiple in the graveyard, so I don't really need to. We'll go Gradius' option. Alright. Go into another one. Boost the attack again. We'll go Gradius' option. Activate the effect. There's another Gradius' option in the graveyard. So the question becomes, do we play around anything? I don't think we need to with what we have. So I think I am going to set this to get the extra draw for the next turn. Alright, let's see what he's got. Okay, widespread's fine. It's a little bit annoying, but like it's fine. And then he has the buffer slime as well. Okay, so we had the perfect back row to survive, but like we're in a fantastic spot. We've got 2 traps in the back row. As long as he doesn't have like loads of back row hate, we should be just completely fine. So we get the 8 space in the extra deck. Yeah, we do now have 8 spaces in the old extra. I don't think we need a replay from that. I don't know if the 8th space is going to matter too much, right? Like, maybe it will. Maybe it will. But maybe it won't. I don't know. It's a weird one. Because, like, the extra space... like, who gains the most benefit from it right now? Obviously, Matarian. But Matarian, I don't think, found themselves in situations a lot where they needed the extra guy. Like, maybe they do. Maybe they will just get the most benefit out of it. Like, Music Princess, again, like, gets a little bit of a boost from it. But, like, how often is Music Princess, like, summoning more fusions than they have, right, access to? It's a bit weird. Double Gradius Vanilla. See, ideally, we want Gradius Vanilla in the deck, because then we can use Capture Red to get it into our hand, right? That's where we want it to be, because we want the extra 3+. But Matarian get benefit from the extra slot. Yeah, I think Matarian do get the most. I think Matarian have the most, like, awkward situations, or they find themselves in the awkward situations the most. We do that. Right, let's go British. Okay, there is a delay. Shady immediately on this. Okay. Is this Gradius with a different skill? This might be. Or it could be Cyb. It could be anything, really. But I think it's probably the... What skill would you play with this? I have no idea. Alright, let's go Capture Red here. Because if we do get a way to send... Okay, so I could just grab you, send that pop, summon that. I mean, what does that get me? It clears a space on the board, nothing else. I get rid of his back row, which could be relevant. If I get that, I can just make 2... Well, I can't even make 2 fusions because the space is taken up. Nothing else is going to the graveyard, specifically. If I grab that, I can make the room again, but I have nothing to summon, so it's irrelevant. I guess we'll take option. I think option is going to be the best option here. Haha. Alright, then we will go Gradius. We'll go multiple, activate. We'll go into Ripple. We'll go into this. Boost our attack up to 25. And we are going to use this because I want to get some... Not those. Alright, what is this? Right, the trap card is live, whatever it is. And it was a negate attack. I still have no idea what deck he's playing. You can contact Fusion and search with the spell. So I could do that, but the chances that I draw into the card I want anyway is not very high. And I have more options to know the board I want to play, right? So the ideal is that I get something that I can get rid of the face-down monster, and then I could still make a big play. But the issue I had there was no way to do everything I wanted to do. What is this deck, bro? What skill are we playing? Okay. So you're going to get free pop on the 25. That's fine. Straight Pierce Metarian. I assume he's playing like Fusion Deal or something. But if he had Fusion Deal, he would have used it there to draw a card. Avaricious D-Draw. Look at the log. It's not in the... There's nothing in the log. Oh no, yeah, you're right. He did use it. That was me being stupid. So is that just... normal draw from your deck. Okay, so he just gets it from the deck. Okay. So we're getting memed on a little bit, but again, our open was so bad. Basically, we lost the coin flip, which is already not great. Then he opened a trap, which was also not great. And then we had no way to play through the trap, which is also not great. So, like, we've kind of been styled on a little bit here, which is not great. We're probably not dead. We'll have to see. The issue is, we can probably clear this board if we don't draw like ass. Free-to-play Fusion player. This guy really loved Metarian. Yeah, we're basically getting a little bit sacked, unfortunately. Opening double Gradius in the open is so bad. Like, it's actually so bad. There's like so many different plays we could make, and we just didn't have any of them. Why has he summoned that in attack mode? Oh, we're distributing out another one? Okay. So I would assume we're now going to just get out Ashura Star? Nope, we're going to get out Vritra Star, flip it up, attack over both. Oh no, we are going to go for this. And then we're going to get a 1400 on top. So pop. Yeah, this is just lethal. Well, we got absolutely sacked there, guys. I don't know what more to say. We lost the coin flip. He opened a trap card. We didn't open a hand that could possibly play through it. And we had double Gradius in the open. That's basically as bad as it can go. Is this the same guy we played against just now? I think this is the hero player we played against just now. I mean, he literally just sacked, right? He literally sacked. There's nothing more to it than that, unfortunately. It would be really cool if we lost because he did something awesome, but he just custom-handed us, right? There's nothing cool about it, unfortunately. Lux Neos is the better deck in this box. I don't think that's true somehow. But hello, Luis Fernando. The issue is this hand also looks kind of shit. We literally played so many games today in the point battle room, and we had like playable hands the whole time. Here we're just opening like really, really naff hands every time. Okay, summons up Argent again. This gets another +2, just for free. So he is +3 this turn. Bro has 6 in hand, 2 on board. He is 3 up. And he cycled through the deck as well. This is kind of nuts. The question is, can he do anything with this? Oh god, he's on Tantalum. You had all the luck in the world, and now you just do this? Oh no. Okay. Well, with what we have here, I think we're going to open with red. Right, multiple, Gradius. I mean, this is fine. I don't really want tons of multiple, but I'd rather have multiple than no multiple. We might as well get the free plus. Go, Cyber Serpent! Go, Vic Viper Spread Bomb. Activate Cyber Serpent, mill 3, draw a card. We did get a Gradius into the graveyard, which is nice. We have no way to access it from the graveyard, which is bad. So we'll go ahead and use Bomb. We'll get rid of the Cyber Serpent. We'll pop a back row. I mean, that's a good hit. That's not a bad hit at all. We can get rid of the other one if we want to. The question becomes, do we want to? Heroes, there's a chance that there's Clayman and Sparkman there, which is kind of annoying. We don't have any way to break through because we don't have British and we don't have 2 copies of Option, which is annoying. Guess we're just going to go for multiple here. I mean, we got all of them in the graveyard we could possibly want. We probably want to put Gradius back in the deck, really. So we'll do this. We'll go 1, 2. Summon this out. I think we're probably going to activate Overrush, just because we know this guy plays stuff that could stop us, right? We know he plays the back row combat tricks. Keep a card in hand. We'll swing over the boss. I mean, I knew what that was, so I should have attacked that with the 1200. Well, I suppose there was a slim chance that he could have put, like, Neos in the deck. Because we didn't know it was Tantalum, we just assumed it was Tantalum. Are we getting any Chronicle effects, or can I spin my chips? I have. I think we're getting a Chronicle effect for the GRF, but I don't think that's going to be in the box. Basically, have 3 UR, 2 field spell, 0 R. I just didn't draw Avian. I got 3 of the SR and 1 dual plus a UR. Nice. Well, we're not doing it to that. Fusion comes down. He's already used the skill. So do I just flip this down? What is the punish? The punish is like exactly Avian. Okay, we'll do this. We will do this here. We'll leave all my stuff. That's fun. Sets a back row. Summons out the Sparkman. That's fine. Sets a card. Okay. So this is hunky-dory. There is a lot we can do with this hand. The question is, what's the best thing to do? We could summon, pop that. We have that in grave, so we can flip another one up. So in an ideal world... Oh, we only have 2 in grave. So I need to get more in grave. That is the fundamental thing that needs to happen here. It comes down to, are we playing around the back row? I could summon, use the effect. Summon, I'd have to get rid of both, so I'd have to use that to get rid of that and that, which means we're not using that effect. Get 2 back, see what happens. I think we can afford to go Capsule Red now, either way. So we'll see what Capsule Red gets us. Right, option is good. Option and multiple. Right, we'll grab option. Maybe I should have taken the other multiple, because I could have flipped twice. But this way I get a bigger board. So it comes down to, like, what do we value more? I think we're just not playing around the back row at all, because it's more fun that way. So we'll go ahead and activate Ripple Laser here. Reduce the attack of this. Then... the issue is if we do 2, we then can't flip 1 up. This is such a mildly annoying issue that we have here. So I want to keep the option, but I can't. So we could summon, get rid of that, get them both back. I don't think that's a viable option. So instead, we'll just go British. Activate British. The issue is if I was going to do this, I should have done the other play slightly differently. I was hoping that we were going to get a mill of another name, but we didn't get one. We know what that is, so we can flip this up. Go into Ripple Laser, activate Ripple Laser. Reduce the attack of both. Summon out the option. Activate option. Set. Go to battle. And if we were going to do this... No, because there was no other way to do this, realistically, was there? Okay, so he's probably going to have... Yeah, widespread. Which is fine. Like, we kind of knew he was going to have that. I mean, I think we have to get rid of this one, right? I'm trying to think if there was a better way to do this or not. I don't think there was. Hello, Duncan, by the way. Welcome, welcome. I think we actually get the most value out of Trap Hole of this. Okay, that's fine. Use the skill, reduce us down, fuse, attack over, burns us for a decent chunk. But if that's it, then we are so fine. He's already lost his Miracle Fusion. We don't have to worry about that. Activates the fusion. Here he comes. It's Elemental Hero Flame Wing. Oh, that's annoying. If anything, though, that's another thing I don't have to worry about. Right, I think we're going to put us back into seated mode. So we will slowly allow our desk to descend. Oh, I think about an hour is as much as I can realistically take at the moment. We got another one? Is there even a point to doing this? I'm down here now. My guys are only level 4, bro. But now as long as... I mean, we might just have lethal with what we've got, to be honest. We might not literally need anything else. How many have we got in grave? 1, 2... So we'll summon... Activate the effect. How many do we actually have? Do we have any multiple engrave? We don't. So to get max value, I'll send just this. Bring back this. There's no reason to do this. I'm just pressing buttons at this point. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Summon out the boy. Then we can go British, activate British. Bring out multiple, activate multiple. And easy peasy winsies. Alright. We got there. We got there. Thunder destroys based on original attack? Yes. Yes, it does. But it could just attack over, right? Pog Maiden Shmooky. Wow, you got lethal with option copying attack. You got lethal with option copying attack. Oh, you mean just like making... Well, I could have done anything, right? Like there was 100 different ways to have lethal there. Woo Gradius, hello, a nerd named BT. Welcome, welcome on in. And Jetstrong's here as well. One high-tech card in the new box. Yeah, I've never been like... High-tech is not a deck I've ever been like super engaged with. Like, I don't dislike the deck, but it's never been like one of my favorites, let's put it that way. Heading out early for lunch. Bye, Tomato and chat. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by, United. Always a pleasure. Oh, we'll go in second. So we're in the mirror. Let's see how the mirror goes. Okay. So we'll start with Power Capsule Red, because now we have the highest chance to get Gradius and a non-Gradius. Really, I just want as many access to options as possible. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to grab the Gradius. Put those to the bottom. Now, in an ideal world, we hold. So we'll go Cyber Serpent. There's no delay. We'll go Spread Bomb. Activate Serpent. Okay. Activate Spread Bomb. We'll get rid of the Serpent. Pop a back row. That's not super helpful to us. We have one option name in Grave at the moment. So now we'll go Capsule Red. We can grab Beginning here. We'll just put these to the bottom. So now the question is, how are we exactly unraveling this? We have 3. That can get me back 1 by getting rid of 1. We activate that now. There's an okay chance we get another 1, which gives me more options. I want more ways to mill, ideally. Also, a Lord British would be nice. Let's go Power Capsule Red again. Let's just see what options we have. No British is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. I think then we're just going to grab multiple, because getting it into the graveyard is still going to be really useful. Okay, so we have 1. We have 1 in grave. The only way to get 1 back from the grave is going to be with you. We only have 3 Gradius names. I would like to keep the option if we can, which means I only need 2 Gradius names. So I could go Summon, Summon, use both the effects, Contact. I think that's probably the line. So we'll go multiple, activate the effect. Not super helpful. We'll go multiple, activate the effect. Also not super helpful, but it is what it is. Go 1, 2, 3. Summon the big boy. Then we'll go Vic Viper. Activate Viper. Send this. Bring back multiple. Activate multiple again. There we go, that's what we want in the graveyard. Then we'll go into Ripple. Alright, how's the graveyard looking at the moment? Do we want to mill 2? We only have 1 option name in the bin. Still only 1. Still only 1. I mean, not the best result, but we've made a nice big board. It's not going to be super easy for him to kill us through this. Now, he could easily, like, get a load of damage in. Easy. But actually killing us through this should be kind of tricky. The ideal is we wanted to set up for next turn, but we've only managed to get 1 Gradius option. We do have this one on board, which means we will have 2 going into the next turn. We do have 1 copy of Vic Viper remaining, and we do have 2 copies of British. Right, Pot of Greed here is also pretty good. Did he get a plus? Got the +1, added the Gradius option. Well, not the +1, he got the +0. Okay. Any of the new decks hold a candle to Join Tech and Music Princess? Again, it's still early days, so it's not. It's very difficult to be like, yes, this deck is really good or really bad into X, right? Because I think most people have played like a couple of games, but it's like, if you lose to Music Princess twice on the ladder, like, does that mean that Music Princess is better? No, because it's like the sample size is too small, right? First impression is, realistically, I think Music Princess and Joint Tech are probably a tier above everything from this box, but we'll see. Okay, out comes the big boy. So he's going to reduce the attack of 2 of our guys. Interesting to do beginning now. So we're just going to go for the double... Wait, what? Why didn't we use the effect before we sent it? We could have just reduced my attack. And also we could have just done this first before we did any of these plays. I think bro is very new to the deck. I mean, we're still very new to the deck, but I think he's newer to the deck. Okay, so best option now is that he has a Salamander. Oh, don't tell me you haven't got anything. Curse? Okay, so you flip that down, attack over it for a chunk. Buy out your board with what I have. Because I can just reduce your attack with this. Right, right, it comes down to what trap he's got. If he's got, like, negate attack, there is, like, no way for me to play around as what he's got here. Which is very annoying, but there is literally no way to play around negate attack if he's got it. How many names do we have in grave? We still only have one. That's so annoying. Alright, we'll go for this. Reduce the attack of this. Then we'll go Vic Viper beginning. So he does have a chain, which means it has to be a trap hole. That's fine. We don't give a shit about trap hole. So we'll summon this. Activate the effect. Go ahead and make another one. Activate the effect. Summon option. Activate the effect. Go, my minions! Yeah. EZ clap, guys. EZ clap. We got there. Wasting fusion for no reason? Exactly. It's a bit weird. The mirror is annoying. So, I find that it's really difficult to, like, OTK. So, in the mirror, what I always want is I want the battle phase. I want the battle phase because I want to get a chunk of damage in before they get a chunk of damage in on me. That's how I look at the mirror, right? If I get the battle phase, I'm feeling relatively confident. If I don't get the battle phase, it's a little bit yikes. Gradius, probably the better deck among the new decks. The worst is probably Neos. I haven't tested Neos, so I don't know where to place it, personally. Aqua still just has, like, a massive glaring issue, but it's like, not every deck will be able to take advantage of that issue, right? You need a decent amount of plussing to actually massively punish their inability to deal with set cards. Okay, so this is probably Music Princess. What is this hand, brother? Like, what is this? Like, do we just... We could just make big guy. Then, like, that puts him on gotta have a way to out it. But the issue is we couldn't then set cards afterwards. The alternative play is that we go, like, double 25. Because if we set and he has the Music Fiend, he just gains a load of attack. So we don't want to set. Unless we just put everything in attack. Right, this is probably the wrong play, but this is a funny play. So we're going to go for the funny play. We'll go Gradius. Gradius option. Activate Gradius option. We want to get more options in the grave. We want option and multiple in the bin. Right? Instead of getting rid of all of our good cards. So we'll make this. And the reason we're making this is on their first turn, this can be a little bit tricky for Music Princess to out. But we have to put these in attack position is the issue. Because if he just gets Fiend, we're just out. Obviously, if he just has Trombone, he could just change us to defense anyway and just attack over us. But this is, like, the best we can do. Adds Fusion. That's a little bit scary. Set, summon Boton. Tribute to summon Ensemble. That's only 1,000 damage. Okay, yeah, he can't deal with the 32. Why didn't you attack over a 12? I mean, we'll Pot of Grief for some traps. No traps, feels bad. We'll set this, because this is always worth setting. We're in a weird spot where, like, our board is clogged. But, like, it doesn't necessarily matter. Let's swing with this. Let's see what it is. Okay. Swing with this. And we'll just get him for 1,000. So the only time we need to use Shady is if he summons either of his fusions. If he doesn't summon either fusion, we just hold it. And if he summons out Full Orchestra, he can't do anything at the moment. Full Orchestra just doesn't do it. Alright, drew his Pog. Tomato opens a full custom hand. Just keep 2 in hand to stop curse. That's the way too. Bro is scared after seeing the glorious full custom. The thing is, most people on Music Princess don't play curse anymore. Now, obviously it's ladder, so bro could be on literally anything. I mean, he's added fusion twice, which means he's playing more than one fusion. This is fine. You can change us to defense. We don't care. I want my board to get broken at some point here. I'd rather have more trap cards, but this is fine. Didn't change us to defense. I mean, this is still fine. You keep going. You keep going, bro. You can add back all the cards you want. Hey, it's an ad break. Adds back Digisoon, add back Boton, activates Fusion. I mean, this is fine. You can reduce our attack. Action Melody! That's fine. You can have your Action Melody. You can reduce my attack. He still has 6 cards in his hand, by the way. 6 cards. Battle Ballet comes down. Okay. So you're going to have to tribute to get out another guy. So this is going to force it. There's nothing we can do about it. We have to use it here. Which is like, it's kind of annoying, but it's really not the end of the world. I think here we send multiple. And we just flip both down. So he'll tribute over one of them to summon out Digisoon. Then he'll summon out the other Boton he's got. Are we not doing anything? Why? You have another fusion. You could... What is bro doing? I mean, it has put us in a bit of a weird spot. I'm not going to lie. I guess we swing over that and we just leave these in attack mode. Yeah. So this is one of those weird situations where the way to get out of this like predicament is the spell card. But we're only playing one copy of it. We need this thing. But bro is playing so badly that I don't think it even matters. Will this deck face clog often? No, most of the time you won't clog, because most of the time you won't summon 2 copies of Gradius. Our hand was so ass that we did this like kind of on a whim. Tributes for Turbadish. We're probably just going to die, though, because we've given him so many turns. It's funny, though. This guy's been playing so badly. Like, actually so badly. But we're going to get absolutely punished because we're stuck with 2 12s. Not a great start for my box opening. First run, I had to go down to 1 pack left in the box. I mean, so for my box openings, I think I saved 8 packs total over all 3 boxes. Which, like, I mean, it isn't awful, but also it's not good. Why in defense? What are you doing? Bro, I feel like we should be getting OTK'd. Like, I feel like this is like the freest OTK of all time. And bro just doesn't want it. Like, I legit think we should have died several turns ago. But... oh, this is so weird. This is such a strange game. Kill me! Okay, ensembles come down for some reason. And then he passes? Okay, now, that actually kind of smart. Because now, like, I'm in a really awkward position where I can't really do anything. I'll tell you, let's just get out of here, bro. I don't want to play against this clown. He's played so bad the entire time, and he's just, like, stumbling into accidentally winning. Like, it's so annoying. Let's just try to find a real game. And that was all off the back of us opening, like, the worst hand of all time as well. Because I don't want to sit here for, like, 30 minutes stuck in a game with some mouth breather that doesn't know how to play the game. Alright, let's go. Alright, we got another Metarian. Let's see how this game goes. The last Metarian actually destroyed us, so we'll see if we can actually get any kind of revenge here. I mean, this isn't the most ideal hand, if we're being completely honest. But it might be fine. We'll keep this, because a lot of the time Metarian players at the moment are going for a big play on turn 1, so... Music Princess and Join Tech is auto-lost for Gradius. Yeah, that's kind of how it felt. It felt like we should have died ages ago, but he just, like, wasn't killing us. Oh, that's annoying, because now we kept this in our hand for no reason. Okay. Okay. I mean, if that's it, then this is kind of fine. Obviously, I'd rather have this on the board. We're going to be down a card, which kind of sucks. But other than that, this is looking pretty good. We have no option. So I guess we have to try and find an option. Right, there's an option. And it's the only thing we can take, so we're taking the option. The issue is there's, like, no play to make. We have to just hope that things work. Depends what his back row is, I guess. Right, let's go Gradius first. No delay. We'll go Gradius option. We'll activate Gradius option to try and mill, which unfortunately didn't do anything. Then we're going to go for Ripple Laser. This will give us a double mill, and then we hope that we get some options into the bin. Right, we got an option into the bin. That's at least something. I mean, with what we have, it's probably just British. Activate British. Well, that's our last Gradius in the graveyard. Summon this out. We'll activate its effect as well, because again, we still need options in the grave, which we still haven't found any. I think we still go for a second Ripple here. Double British to the bin. Our mills have been atrocious this game. So we could put them down to 300? No, we'll put them down to... yeah, 300, right? No, more than that. Either way, it's not lethal. So I think we're going to set 2 back row and keep this in hand, because this is good follow-up. And it also keeps a card in hand for Shady, and by having 2 spell traps, if he does have more back row hate, he has to win another 50-50. You questioned how Venusmon looked on Sunday. You don't want to see the TCG alt art. Well, that's good then. Do I just flip this down? Like, it's... if it cuts him off of the turn, it's fantastic. I'll tell you, we'll go for it. This is super greedy. This is super duper greedy. We shouldn't do this. But we're going to go for it. That could be really bad. That's fine. I'm disturbing. It's disturbing. Well, that's not ideal. Should have gone full Botticelli, the cowards. I don't even know what that means. Okay. What are we doing with this? We just have no options in Grave. It's so irritating. If we had option in Grave, I would be feeling super good about this, but we don't. Send that, grab that, go for a fusion play. Maybe that is the line. Like, it's super jank, but it could get us there. There's no way to, like, guarantee it either, which is, like, super awkward. Right, let's go Cyber Serpent. There is a delay. See if he wants to do anything here. He is going to Surge here. Okay. This is fine. You are out of option. Yeah, basically. It's very awkward. Why'd you get rid of that one? I wanted that one. Okay. So with that in mind... God, having no option in Grave is so gross. I could just make a third. That doesn't do anything, though. So without another option access, I don't think we bother doing much of anything here. We set. Do we just mill, see if we get option, go for a play? Let's go for that. Right, we did get a multiple. I need another one, is the problem. Right, we'll flip this up. Activate this. We didn't get one. We are so close to having everything that I need. But without it... Yeah, it's 100 life points. We just don't have anything. This is so annoying. Okay, we will then set this, go to battle, and we'll just... Oh no, not that one. Goddamn mouse. Alright. So if we had one more option in Grave, and that's option or multiple, it's like the freest win of all time. And he snipes it again, 50-50. Because, right, all we would do, we would summon, send both of these, grab two, either multiple or option from the Grave, summon them both out, then contact into the big guy, so we would get the full custom out. Then we just have everything we need to do whatever we want. We could then summon, like, British gets back another. We also have the option in hand, so we can go into a play like that. But there was no way to do it with the current setup we had. We needed another card in Grave, and even with all the mills in the world, we could not get it there. Hello, Team Kage. Yo, what's going on? I don't know what WSG means, Tomato. Been a while. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. We're having a bit of a rough time here. We're getting sacked in this duel, which isn't great. And our opponent keeps winning the 50-50s, and we keep drawing like ass. So we're in a bit of a tight spot here. This is probably not going to go our way. It means what's good. WSG means what's good. Doesn't that make no sense at all? WSG, what's good? So we're just taking the W and the S from what's, and then the G from good. In my honest opinion, to be honest, if I recall correctly. I mean, all of those make sense. It makes sense if you're... It means you're getting old, my guy. It doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? It's awful. I think it just doesn't make sense. I think whoever came up with it is just stupid. Like, if it's like... You know, what's good should be WG. There's no reason for the S to be in the middle. It's just weird. Alright, on a scale of 1 to absolute... Wait, why are we doing this? Isn't this, like, worse? Okay. Are you going to bring back, or are you going to... I suppose if you've got another combo piece you can go into. WG is wood green? What does that mean? WT usually means want to. Yeah, again, that makes sense as well. Wait, why have we brought this back? What do we want to do with Ritristar? Oh, we're going to fuse these two. Okay, now that kind of makes sense. But where are we going with this? Where does this end up? Okay. So we pop one. We discard, gain the attack of the other? No, we keep summoning. Why do we keep summoning more guys? Again, what does type change beam do here? Oh, we can use this to pop one. Wait, you get to pop... Oh, because it's equal to the number of cyborgs. Right. I forgot that's what it does. In my mind, that just pops one. How have we lost to both of the Metarian players? I mean, to be fair, we've drawn, like, absolute garbage. And both of our traps got popped. Just, like, winning on the 50-50 both times. Wood Green is in an area in Soda's favourite area of London. Oh, I see. We have been actually just getting styled on this ladder run. This has been going so badly. If it said WTG, that's not going to be what's going on. It's Brad! What's your win rate so far with the deck? So, right, when we played this in the point battle room, which theoretically is more competitive, we went like 8-2. Now that we're playing in ladder, we're like 3-3, something like that. All right, let's see if we can actually draw playable this time. 8 extra slots, making them OP. Extra deck means extra deck, and OP means overpowered, by the way. The thing is, you keep, like, throwing in these, like, oh, but this means this means this. Every single thing you've said makes sense, except for WSG. Right? WSG is the only thing that doesn't make sense. So, like, even though you're trying to be, like, I don't know, trying to make jokes, it just doesn't make sense. It's just so weird. Oh, that's pretty good, though. Instant +2. Can you watch a replay? Yeah, we can watch a replay if you want. Hello, JD Scrub. Welcome, welcome. Overpowered is one word, so it should be O by your logic. I mean, it's, to be fair, overpowered is 2 words, right? Like, it's been slangified into 1 word. I don't know, actually. Is that even correct? No, yeah, it's 1 word. Definitely 1 word. You're not wrong. You say by my logic. The logic is just logic. I didn't come up with it. I'm not like the architect. Okay, we have to deal with trap cards. That's not ideal. Let's go British. We'll go Serpent. We did get a draw, which is nice. Maybe Nothing grave to use his effect with, which kind of sucks. We go for the mill. Just hope we get something. Have to be exactly that, and either way we're stuck with this on the board. Yeah, we've just got nothing here. We've just got absolutely nothing. Even with this, it doesn't change anything. The Cyber Serpent's still stuck on the board. I'm going to this. It's because I wasn't thinking. I was too busy reading chat, so we just slammed the Cyber Serpent down without even thinking. Yeah, we'll just get out of here, I think. We'll just go next. That misplay was pretty bad. We don't really want to just end with a 0 attack monster on the board. Alright. Let's try and get a real game. Let's try and get a real game. Ah, this has been rough. The really, really sad thing is, we had such a good point battle. We had such a good point battle. And then as soon as we turn on stream, it's just like brick after brick after brick after brick. And it's like, in the point battle, this deck seems so good. And then the second we take it onto ladder, it is just utter dog shit. Radius Mill is like Hero Mill. I mean, kind of. Looks so bad without a skill. The thing is, again, it depends on how you draw, right? But I suppose, yeah, fundamentally, not having a skill is the issue. Every deck you don't summon custom is like playing without a skill. You don't summon custom. Which one's custom? I don't know them all by name yet. There's beginning, spreader bomb, option multiple. There is no custom, is there? There's custom. Ah, full custom. Right. I was like, who's custom? It's because I always call them full custom. So you're telling me you were just very lucky? Well, I thought that was going to be the norm. You know, it's one of those, like, when you play, like, 10 games, and, like, in all 10 games, it kind of goes the way you expect it to go. That you expect that to be a decent enough sample size to be like, this is how the deck is going to perform on average. But, unfortunately, it seems that's not the case. I only use his surname. Mr. F Custom. Okay. Hero Rush Rising. So we're going to go for the turn 1 Flame Wingman to have the setup later for Voltic and for Miracle. I mean, that's fine. The issue is, again, this hand is kinda ass. We have no way to get rid of Serpent, so we don't really want to summon Serpent. And this time we'll actually pay attention to the play rather than just going on autopilot like last time, because we were too busy talking to chat. We got the Flame Wingman out, which again is pretty standard. God, game! We do not need Gradius this early. It's like, there's potential we could make a play using Serpent. But the chances of actually working out are, like, super slim. And we would have to get a draw off of Serpent that gets rid of Serpent, right? So we'd have to draw into, basically, the Bomber. If we don't get Bomber there, we're just screwed. Ah, oh, come on, brother. Can I get just a little bit of luck? Just a little bit of luck. Obligatory hero player, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I was feeling really, like, good about this deck. I was feeling really good about it before it came out. I was like, this deck could actually be pretty cool. Played in the point battle. I was like, okay, this deck's actually looking really good. And then the second we get on ladder, we're just drawing so badly every game. Cocktail Samurai from Madagascar, big fan. Hello, Whoop, welcome. This is like, I don't know, man. Gradius, I think, might just be ass. I think it literally comes down to, if you draw well, the deck feels okay. If you draw bad, the deck does actually just nothing. Like, actually nothing. Gradius needs a skill to send a card to graveyard. The thing is, like, theoretically, you don't need it. Right? Theoretically. The deck mills so much that we've actually been close to decking out several times. But, if we just don't draw the... Like, Cyber Serpent gets us 4 deep in the deck. But it's too risky to summon Serpent without having a way to get rid of it. Double Flame Wingman. Right. Please attack my 0 attack monster with your Flame Wingman. Okay, well that's 12. Please attack my 0 attack monster. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we only take 12. We're in an okay spot. We just need to draw playable. Okay. Spread Bomb would be really nice if we had something to go with it, but we don't really have anything to go with it. I mean, we could go Spread Bomb multiple. I think with this hand, though, we are going to use Power Capsule Red first. 2, 3... And we're only getting multiple, okay. Well, I guess we're taking multiple. Get rid of all of that. There's no reason to do that first, so... We'll summon out Spread Bomb. No delay. We'll activate the effect. We'll send this. Pop one of the back row. I mean, that's not what we were hoping to hit, but it is what it is. Then we'll go... Multiple, activate multiple effect. Again, didn't really do what we wanted, but it's fine. We go 1, 2, summon out Ripple Laser. We'll fire off the effect now. But we are just milling all of the worst possible cards. We mill British again. Right, we finally got an actual option into the grave, which is good. We'll get this out. Activate the effect. No reason to. Go 1, 2. Summon out Ripple. Activate the effect. Okay, we got an okay amount of damage here. The issue is, we do just kind of die to Miracle Fusion. And there's no real way around that. So... I guess we just hope. We just hope. Just joined the stream. Have we played anything else or only Gradius? We're only playing Gradius today. We're only playing Gradius today. I think... Fundamentally... It's going to come down to how often you get games where you can play the game. Oh, there we go. That should just be lethal. Which is sad, but it is what it is. We knew this was coming, but we didn't have any trap cards, so... Like, all 3 Shady are still on the deck. Yeah, we'll just get out of here. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to... Because look at how bad this has been, bro. Literally 4 losses back to back to back to back. Like, what are we supposed to do if we just open, like, dog shit? I think Gradius might just end up being bad. I think it'll come down to how lucky you get, right? If you get lucky... but it feels weird calling it lucky, because the deck has so many consistency tools. It almost feels like it's unlucky that we're not getting what we need to play the game, right? Because if we just get the ability to make contact fusions, we're playing the game. But we keep not having that. Someone will cook up something with this eventually, give it time. I don't think they will. I think the deck's just bad. Like, straight up. Is that Rarity Fangirl in the chat? Exclamation mark Rarity. How does Gradius feel so far? Also, hello. So, it felt really good this morning. And since we started stream, it has just been misbehaving. Let's put it that way. We've just not had good hands whatsoever. Which feels really bad. This hand is, like, okay. But again, in order for this hand to be peak, we need to draw Bomber. Well, that might get us to Bomber. Come on, Bomber. Come on, Bomber. And we're going to get a +2, maybe? Yeah, we are going to get a +2. And we don't even need bomber anymore, but we'll still go for the bomber. With that, with 3 already. Okay, we'll go option. Considering what we have here. Okay. So we'll summon out Serpent. There shouldn't be a delay. We're not going to get one into the graveyard regardless, unless we mill one. So we'll go Vic Viper here. Activate Serpent. We did get a multiple into the graveyard, which is very funny. The issue is now it's gambling. Because it comes down to, do we go for 2? If we go for 2, it's just gambling, really, isn't it? I do like gambling, though. I mean, I don't like gambling, but I do like gambling. Because we'd have to send 2, then summon 2. Like, the safe play is just to use this, so we'll use this now. We want to send the one from the field. Bring back multiple. Activate multiple. Okay, that didn't change much. Then we summon another multiple. Activate multiple. We'll go into full custom. We'll go Gradius. We'll go option. We'll activate option. Put these back in the deck. Get out Ripple. Activate Ripple. That was a good mill. That's what we want to see. We'll go Gradius option. Now we'll walk into Widespread. Oh, no Widespread. Nice little surprise. Get him for 32. Alright. Ah! Actually just kicked my desk. Do you think the new high-tech fusion is going to do anything for the deck? I don't know if it will, because it doesn't fix any problems the current deck has. So I think because of that, I don't think it's going to suddenly, like... Uh-oh. He didn't read our little, He didn't read our card, did he? He could have popped the Gradius' option. It got 3rd in the point battle, so maybe it has some potential. Did it get 3rd? Let me have a look. I don't think it got 3rd. Yeah, the guy who got 3rd, that VTuber guy, started on Aqua and then swapped to Gradius. Like, he was playing Gradius for the most of it. Because I played against him a bunch during it. Because the first place was on basically Jointech the entire time. The second place was on basically Music Princess the entire time. Third played a bit of Aqua, but was mostly on Gradius. I didn't see what 4th or 5th were on. And then I was 6th. Am I going to get double... Oh, don't tell me. I finally got to play the game and I'm going to get double Shining Flared out of the game. I think I might be about to get double Shining Flared out of the game. I mean, if the last card in hand is the miracle, then I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do about it. We just need to hope that the last... If the last card is Miracle, that means he had, like, the perfect custom hand, right? Well, I suppose he didn't need the Sparkman. He had an extra Sparkman that he didn't need. Okay. Am I dead? 3,000 plus 25. No, we're fine. I mean, there was no guarantee we could win that. So I don't know why he scooped there. Oh, because he left a Sparkman in attack position. Yeah, he could have just not summoned the Sparkman, right? Because he had a spare Sparkman that he summoned from his hand. I mean, we would have won if we could have just changed it to defense. Which we could have done if we just found a Lord British. But a lot of our British were in the graveyard. Trying Gradius for auto duel. AI absolutely will not summon full custom. Yeah, I did it. I did the same thing. I tried doing auto duel with it, and it just didn't know how to play the deck at all. Like, it was so... In my mind, I'm like, it's a deck that doesn't use a skill, so, like, theoretically it should just work out, but... Yeah, you want to see the deck list? This is the deck list we're on at the moment. I don't know what to change. Like, the biggest flex spots are going to be Overrush and Power Meter. Neither of them have really come up much, if we're being honest, so I don't even know which one I'd get rid of. Because I want to try them both out, and then swap them out as we see fit. And obviously I want to put Freed in this deck as well. Ew. Let's go Power Capsule. This is an awkward one. Alright, let's grab multiple. I don't think it matters where these go. So now it comes down to how greedy we feeling. I'm gonna make the greediest play of all time. We'll see how this goes. So I'm actually gonna summon out the Cyber Serpent, which is something you shouldn't do. That didn't change much, but it did give me this. Which we could already do, but now we get to keep an extra card, which is like, okay. Oh! Okay, we're playing this deck. That's fine. We'll go 1, 2. Summon out Ripple Laser. We'll go ahead and use Ripple Laser. We got 2 more options to the graveyard. Oh, what is happening? Where is... We went from, like, having the worst luck in the world to suddenly getting everything we need in the bin. I mean, obviously having the beginnings in there isn't great, but... 2,000 over that. We'll just walk over this. My little Cyber Serpent stuck on the board. Just vibing. Have we run into Neos? And how does Neos feel? I've played against Neos 4 times total, and I destroyed it every single game. So, at least into the Gradius deck, it doesn't feel great. That's, like, my takeaway at the moment. That's fine. You can do your thing. I played against all new decks but Gradius. Neos is fun to play against. You're going to pop this off the board? I don't mind that. I will allow it. No, pop it off the board for me. No, that's fine. You can do your contact fusion. I don't mind. Ah. Go on. Use Blue Fang. Aww. Burst Dragon. I think I have to do this now. Because if I don't, he could just OTK me. Actually, could he OTK me? He goes up to 45? Yeah, that would be well over lethal. So we had to do that. Dragonic Scout. He did not mill his Dragonic cards that he wanted to get the graveyard. We're going to tribute both and summon out Red Boot. Okay. Set a back row. We have the Overrush Storm ready. So he's just going to attack over Ripple. This is fine. Yo, how the new deck's looking? Hi, Icy. Welcome, welcome. Exclamation mark, Icy. I've had mixed feelings. I started out feeling like this deck was really, really strong. And then I felt like this deck was kind of weak. And now I feel like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm landing. I think, I can't tell if we had a string of lucky games in the point battle room, or if we've had a string of unlucky games on the ladder. I think I just need to play a larger volume of games to get a feel for it. But basically, our ladder run's been kind of yikes, but our point battle room went really well. So, what do you think about D and Keto? I think the deck is better than people are giving it credit for, but it's still nothing crazy. Right, we'll flip this up. Activate the effects. Oh my god, Pot of Greed off that. Let's not get greedy. Let's go Overrush. I'll put you and you back in, probably. We'll get rid of that. We'll get out Spread Bomb. Get rid of that. Then we can go Pog. Just all the trap cards in the world today, huh? We can activate Power Capsule Red. We don't necessarily need to. How many do we have in grave? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of them bar 1 is in the graveyard already. So nothing really changes by activating this. I mean, if we get Beginning, it could be pretty big. And there's Beginning. So we'll take Beginning. The rest of this shouldn't matter. Change the attack of this. We'll summon Beginning. Activate the effect. Send this, and how many of those do we have left in here? We still got 2. Yeah, that's fine then. We'll get rid of these. 1, 2. No reason to do that. Well, there is actually, because I need the name change. Go 1, 2, 3 into Spaceship. We'll go Serpent. We'll activate Power Meter. Send Serpent. Is there a reason to do this any other way? I don't think there is. Except we can get a plus off of you. So I should take you. We summon. Activate the effect. Bring this out. I mean, it might even just be better to do this. Just gain the attack. And then that's just like Giga Lethal, right? Because I was like, I can go into another fusion and reduce the attack again, but like I don't need to. So we might as well just have it as a 32. I'm 13 consecutive victory with a hero / Neos. I mean, that's good. Do we save this replay? We probably do save this replay. We haven't had many replays to save. Most of them have just been bricking, which is like super not great. Sure, why not? We'll post that. Right, yeah, we need to just play more. I think that's what we need to do. We need to just get a load more games in and just see how it feels. Because people were debating as well, going up to more than 30 cards for this deck. So you can fit like more stuff in it. But I feel like the consistency is already becoming a bit of an issue. I checked their VOD and they were playing Aqua the whole time in the point battle. I swear they were not doing that. And even... Oh, actually, you know what? It might have been the bug. There's a bug where when you look at the replays, it like swaps the decks around. And it might have been that I was looking at. Because I swear I looked at it and they were not playing... they had Gradius. Because I literally started the day by dueling them twice and beat them twice in a row. And again, why do we keep opening multiple vanilla Gradius in the hand, bro? This is just like, it's so bad. Alright, let's start with Capsule Red. Alright, we actually found one, but we're only going to get it. Oh, how? Oh, bro, get me out of here. Get me out of here. How do we brick this? I swear we've had like 4 games today where we just get all 3 vanilla Gradius, like turn 1. And I'm like, what are we supposed to do with that? What are we supposed to do with it? We just have no way to make any fusion plays whatsoever. And we're playing against decks that can like, I don't know. Again, I can't tell if we're just getting unlucky because a lot of our losses are down to opening 3 Gradius. And it's like, that shouldn't happen, right? That shouldn't happen all the time. It's like, it's super awkward. Alright, well this is just a set 5 and pass turn. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the follow, Lose Memory. Does Neos look good? I don't know. I think Neos probably looks the worst out of the 3. In my opinion. But again, it's still a bit early, right? Now that you're in gold rank, you're about to be very unlucky with your plays. I mean, I hope that we can just stop opening triple Gradius. Like, that is like the most annoying thing in the world. Maybe cut down the total number of monsters for better search with spell. How does that make sense? If you don't have the monsters to search, then the spell won't work. So, like, isn't it logically, like, backwards? Yeah, replays that show decks correctly, they show them in a random order. I see, I see. One of the issues I was running into in the point battle as well is people just taking so long. Like, there were some players that would just take, like, you know, you would get through, like, one game in, like, 15 minutes. And you'd be like, okay, well, I'm not going to get many games done then. I mean, we kept Serpent. That might be the best one to keep. Well, with these draws, that's probably definitely the best one to keep. All right, let's go Spread Bomb. Wait to see if there's a reaction here. Okay, he's going to Trap Hold that. So now we'll go Spread Bomb. Flip over Serpent. Activate Serpent. 3 spell traps off that mill. That's not ideal, but it's fine. Pop your back row. Flip over the Pog. We have 4 ships. 2 options in the graveyard is actually not bad. The question is going to be, can we get any more? Let's go Capture Red. There's another option. Do we want regular option or do we want multiple? Probably regular option is going to be better here. Put these back. We could summon, get out the big guy. The issue is, we wouldn't be able to do everything anyway. So there's no point in just going for the big guy. We might as well go for 2 little guys. So with that in mind... unless we get, like, really lucky with Mills again. But, like... how likely are we to get lucky with Mills? Let's go... British. Activate British. We'll bring back multiple. Activate multiple. I will change this to attack, I think. We'll then go 1, 2. Summon this out. Activate the effect. We'll do you and you. We'll then summon out Viper Beginning. We'll send just you. Bring back option. We'll go 1, 2. Summon out another Ripple. Activate Ripple. We'll go option. Activate option. Gain your attack. Set this. Okay, I don't think there was a better line. Maybe with all the milk. No, I don't think there was. But there's potential there was, but I don't think there was. I watched your stream for a long while and just realised I have not followed you yet. I mean, that's fine, right? You don't have to follow. What deck are you going for the tourney? I kind of want to play this, but like... Obviously, it's been feeling a little bit lackluster. This is fine. If you want to punch over with that, that's fine. Because, I mean, I out your board with what I have. So it's going to come down to what is your back row going to be. Okay, adds Descent. You going to activate Descent? Hello, Penguin! How are you today, Mr. Tomato? I mean, I'm doing okay. We just have to really hope that he doesn't get... He doesn't have, like, negate attack down. I think negate attack would be, like, the worst case scenario for us here. Alright, let's go Gradius. Right, there is a delay. That's fine. We don't mind him having a delay. Now we're going to go into another Ripple. Again, if you're going to flip us down, it is fine for you to flip us down here. Okay. And this is why we use the effect first. Okay, that's... He's got, what, 2,000 defense? Yeah. So now, as long as a guy does damage, we should win. So we'll summon. Activate the effect. Gain. Go to battle. Okay. All good. All good. Is this deck worthy? I keep going back and forth. I don't know. I think... Realistically... I think there are certain hands that if you draw them, you're not going to be doing much of anything. You're just going to kind of die. That's obviously not great. We don't have a skill to fix our consistency, so we have to rely on just what the deck has innately between milling and the draw power that the deck has, which is like, it's got quite a lot of that. It's just sometimes that's not enough. And realistically, I think if we are running into Music Princess and Join Tech, we are probably not going to be winning those games. So it's like, it puts us in a bit of a weird spot where I want the deck to be good, and the deck can perform, but, like, it doesn't perform as much as we'd like to. Cool, Neos is out. Does that mean I'm finally going to run into decks that aren't Sevens Road in the ladder? I mean, we haven't played against a single Sevens Road today. So, possibly, Micro. Let's give you a shout-out as well, while we remember to do shout-outs. Oh, it'd be great if I remembered how to do shout-outs. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Second time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I mean, this isn't the most threatening board ever, but I mean, our hand isn't crazy, so... This is unironically such a strange hand. Like, what does this hand do? So we can send a monster just to change our name? I guess we have to. And then, yeah. But, like, I don't think we go... for the big guy. I think I'd rather have guys on the board. So we activate Vic Viper at the beginning. We send multiple. Then we're just going to summon multiple. We needed to do that to change our name. Then we're going to go for laser. Activate its effect. 2 Lord British to the graveyard. Brother! I want those in my hand. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. I could put them back in the deck. Is there a reason to? Getting rid of his back row could be worth. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of the back row. Because it could, like, it would suck if that was like a widespread and I'm going with this board. So we'll set this, go to battle, and we'll just swing over this. Alright. He should have no trouble. Wait, he's playing Cornfall. Okay. So he's got a +1 from the skill. Does a different skill seem viable? The problem with a different skill is you lose access to the fusion monster. So, like, it could probably work, but it just means, like, the ceiling of the deck goes down, your ability to deal with defense position monsters goes down. Yeah, that's fine. You can excavate. Since Overrush Storm is limit 3, does that mean it's not a staple card? Well, like, it's a good card. I think it's better for decks that need recovery than anything else. Okay. That's fine. If it's just that, this is fine. Okay, we take the 17. That goes to the grave, which is where we want it, so that's fine. Bomber here is nice. Alright, we'll summon out Spread Bomber. No delay. We'll summon out Cyber Serpent. Activate the effect. Activate Spread Bomber. Get rid of the Serpent. Hit the NA. Always nice. With what we have here, we don't have any way to change the battle position. We don't have any way to do that. I could send that. No, that still doesn't work. It could work. Where does that get me? I'd lose that, get that, go into that, and then that's it. No, that's not worth it. In which case, we'll go multiple. Activate multiple. Thank you for the follow. It's Maka. Alright, we'll go into Ripple. Come on down, Ripple Laser. Thank you for the follow, Matcha Navi. Go ahead and use the effect. Reduce the attack of you, reduce the attack of you. Go ahead and use the effect. We got an option into the graveyard, that's what we want to see. Reduce the attack of you, reduce the attack of you. Then, I guess we'll go option. Activate option, and we'll just gain the attack. We will set this, and we will then go to battle. Right, he does have another trap. So he had negate attack and another combat trap. So this is what? Oh, it's restoration? That's a hand. That's a lot of traps. Doesn't take any damage from that because of its effect. And we just clear the board. So he has a Seahorse Carrier. And not much else in that hand. He does... Oh. If he summons Seahorse Carrier, there's a world. Right, this is going to be a bit weird, but I'm actually going to use Shady, because there is a world that this ends his turn. Okay, so we know that he has Shady, and we know that he has Recital. So Recital's going to be annoying. We're going to set this. We'll activate this to gain the attack. Then we're just going to go for 2,500 damage in, I think. But yeah, that's fine. We get him for 25. Oh, he had the guard as well. Okay, so that was his draw for turn. So that's a Shady, and he's got another Shady in hand. Surprised I don't follow already. There seems to be a trend at the moment. That's fine. If you want to put cards back into my deck, I don't mind. Actually, I kind of do. But at the same time, I need cards in my deck, so... If you're going to keep putting the cards I want back in my deck, though, that's completely fine. What is this guy's deck even trying to do, by the way? Does he have... He's got, like... So is this just, like, stall with, like, direct attack as the win con? Because, I mean, if that's the case, I'll just start stopping him from doing that, right? If that's the entire win con... Okay, so that's a shady. One of those two is a shady. Another combat trick that can be attacked. Alright, so that's got to be Restoration or Slime. Oh no, my darling trap hole. 18 days till Jump Festa. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. Hello, by the way, Pokemaster. Okay. So we're going to contact Fuse again. The issue is, we know he's got two shady. So, trying to make any other kind of play doesn't accomplish anything. Because whatever play we make, it has to beat double shady. Maybe there is a line we can do. But if he has slime, we can't kill him anyway. And we'd be close to decking out. Alright, let's go Power Meter. I'm going to send this. I'm going to grab this back. Then I'm going to summon out the Gradius. You can shady. It doesn't do anything, but you can do it. I'll flip it back up. And we'll go 1, 2, and summon this. Okay, so he's not interested in stopping that play. So now we'll go Vic Viper at the beginning. He's going to shady this one. Okay. We'll flip this back up. We will set this. Go to battle. We'll swing into this. And we'll swing into this. Alright. I mean, we know that he had double shady. His entire deck is just stall and then try and attack directly. That is the entire strategy of his deck. The issue is, we are not built to deal with it. We are just not... We just do not have the tools to stop him efficiently. But we shouldn't be in a pretty good spot here. He's used 2 shade. The issue is he could still have a 3rd shady, man. That could get really annoying. Okay, Seahorse Carrier. Summons out Kanan. I get it's day 1 of the new box and everyone's trying out weird shit, but like, this is such an annoying deck to play against. It's so annoying. Okay. I think we should just be able to wrap this up here. Do we need to worry about anything? Probably not. We'll use this. Reduce your attack. We'll go Spread Bomb. Activate the effect. I really don't want to mill with that, actually. This is going to get a little gross, but we'll get there in the end. We'll go beginning. Send 1, send 2. Activate his effect. We'll go into full custom. We'll go Lord British. I think we will go for multiple here. What are we working with here? Nice 200. That's what we like to see. We'll go 1, 2, summon this out. We'll go Power Capsule Red. And there's the Gradius option that we wanted. Alright. We did manage to beat the stall deck. Jesus Christ, that took so long. I don't even know how long that duel took, but that took so long. We managed to get there in the end. I want to actually take a look at his deck, though, because it's creative. It's just annoying, right? So, again, the whole strategy is that you just go... You want to get Heaven's End into the graveyard, summon Beginning. Beginning brings back Heaven's End. Contact Fusion into Eternal Heaven. And then Eternal Heaven attacks directly, and then just a myriad of trap cards to protect. I don't think the deck does anything else other than that. Like, looking at this, like, what else does this deck accomplish? We didn't get to see what Achilles... Oh, Achilles is playing... Is this just Neos? No, oh, this is... This is just old heroes with a small Neos package. Okay. Alright, let's jump in again. I mean, we did manage to get there in the end. It was a little bit of a struggle. But we got there. Alright, our first Spellcaster opponent of the day. Let's see how Spellcasters fare. Again, this isn't a great hand, but it might be okay. Okay, we're setting 3. What does Mania have for level up rewards? A bunch of vanillas and then one of her boss monsters. There's multiple. I mean, this hand does stuff. It's just that stuff doesn't do a lot, especially against this deck. I almost don't want to do anything against this, if I'm being honest. The issue is, he's going to do a big play. So I feel like I have to do something. I don't think we're going to get to keep Shady either, because he's playing Spellcasters, so the chance he just snipes it is so high. Alright. Let's do this then. We'll go beginning. Activate the effect. We'll send multiple. And we'll summon multiple. We had to do this in order to change its name. Then we're going to activate multiple. We're going to summon multiple. We're going to activate multiple. Then we're going to go into full custom. Summon out the big boy. We're going to set Shady, and we're going to go just get some damage in. Alright. I think this was probably the best we could do. So now, if he has back row hate, he just gets rid of this. If he has anything, he gets rid of full custom. This is the issue. I don't think there was a good play. If we set 3, we get massively punished by just Charmy plus Seven's Road Magician. So we just get beaten up. We could have gone for double Ripple. But again, that gets beaten by the exact same play. And both of those other plays mean that Shady is offline. So this line was the, okay, we're going to try and keep a card in hand for Shady, just in case he doesn't have back row hate. But he had back row hate, so it just didn't matter. So we're probably just dead. Hello, Serena. Welcome, welcome on in. So we take 2,000 there. We take what? Wait, what the heck are you doing here? Imaginary actor. This is going to be 3,000. So he's like a grand off lethal. So if he just has another normal summon, we are just dead. But like, I think we were just screwed no matter what, to be honest. Yeah, that's lethal. That's 200 over lethal. I mean, would the other play have gotten us killed? We would have had 2-0 defense on the board. Well, I suppose we could have had one, but then it just comes down to a 33% chance that we die. Because he would have pierced over 1 for 2,000 damage either way. He would have attacked over the attack mode 1. I guess we wouldn't have died? I guess in future we go for the other one. It was a little bit greedy to try and rely on Shady. When we even said it was like very likely that Shady was gonna get popped. I think in that matchup we definitely want to go second. Oh, we did go second. No, in that matchup we just needed a better hand. But we did want to go second. It just didn't matter. Ugh. Bruh, what is this hand? Where all the options at, yo? I think we do keep the beginning, because beginning can do a lot of things. Beginning is good to keep because if you have it and you draw into Cyber Serpent, then you can actually get value off of it. Like, in this situation, it's a bit awkward, but if we can get any way to mill stuff into the graveyard, and then we get option or multiple, then we're in, like, a great spot, but it's are we going to, right? What's wrong with these people? They just put Matarian in everything? Apparently so. Also, why are there so many just, like, vanilla hero players these days? I suppose this could just be... I guess it's everyone trying out the new Neo stuff, but, like, most of them aren't actually playing the new Neo stuff. They're just putting, like, Neos in the deck. Metarian sucks. Imagine having Metarian in the name of your deck and you aren't even meta. I mean, Metarian's, like, fine. Like, I think it's been, like, the third best deck in the last format. It's just, like, the two decks that are the two best decks are, like, so far and ahead of everything else. Okay. I mean, this is obviously going to be an issue, is that all of our guys have 800 defense. Everyone's going to know all of our guys have 800 defense. So they can just attack over everything without really having to worry. Alright. This is where stuff's going to get funky. So, I think we'll start with... If we're not going to contact before... Right, we're going to do this first, because if we're not going to contact beforehand, we're not going to increase the odds. Right, 2 multiple. We'll grab a multiple here. Then we will summon out Cyber Serpent. We'll summon out Beginning. That is annoying as hell. That is like the most annoying thing he could do. Okay, we'll go multiple. Activate, draw. That does not change a lot. It's still helpful, but it doesn't change a lot. It means we are still going to be stuck with the Serpent on the board. I'm going to Ripple Laser. You and you. Summon out option. Activate option. Gain his attack. Set this. Go to battle. Swing into this. And swing into this. Okay, it's not great, and we don't have a card in hand for Shady, but we've got a lot of damage in. We're feeling okay about this. SRM and OG Hero are the most free-to-play decks, so it makes sense they're still everywhere. Yeah, but I just don't see them as much lately. Alright. We've got 3 Neos in the bin. Sends Burstinatrix. Okay. Someone's out the Avion. Uh-oh. Why is my net playing up? Hopefully my net is somewhat stable. Fingers crossed. So by doing that, we've stopped him from being able to get out his Flame Wingman for free. Okay, this is fine. Because that means he's going to have a really difficult time double flaring us. And if it's just a single flare, that doesn't matter. This is even more fine, because now that means Flare Wingman is not even on the table. This is looking like we're in a pretty good spot. New provider, old problems. Well, it was... So, my net looked fine, right? As far as I could tell. It was like Duel Links having a problem. Like, my connection to Duel Links specifically. So, my initial instinct is... It's net, right? Okay. We're boosting that... Why are we boosting that one up? Well, there goes Shady, but we always knew that was happening. This seems like a really weird choice. Okay, so you can reduce that... Oh, okay. Now this makes sense. If he has another Avion... What are you keeping in hand? It's got to be a Shady target, right? Because we've got 3 Neos in the bin already. Then we will go Pog. Step 1 is Pog. Always Pog. The problem with this is we don't know what we're going to hit. Which creates really weird problems. Alright, let's go for it. We will put back this and this. I know that one. Then... If he has got the Shady, it puts us in a weird spot no matter how we do it. Alright, let's go British. Okay, he has got Shady. We did miss the 50-50. So we put back the fusion. So we'll activate the effect. We don't summon to the field. Then we go 1, 2 into Ripple. Okay, so now we baited the Shady. Why does it have to be face up? That's so annoying. Okay, I could pop that, get that. We only have 1 Ripple left in extra, is the issue. If I attack over that, it won't kill. So, the line is going to be... Summon Vic Viper beginning, activate the effect... Send this to the grave. Bring back multiple. Activate multiple. One, 2. Summon out Ripple Laser. Summon out Lord British. Lord British effect. Bring out regular option. Activate option, gain 25, activate Ripple, reduce the attack of both of his guys, set this, go to battle, swing over this, and that's how we do it. Alright. Oh, I'm surprised we haven't run into Music Princess, to be honest. Yo, Contact Fusion animation is so sick. We haven't really looked at it yet. I should probably let it play out at one point. I'm usually just clicking through it because I want to, like, see what the rest of the play is going to be, but... Alright. We go again. I would like to play against, like, a Music Princess. Really. And I would also like to play against more 7s, because we haven't really played against many. We kind of know the hero matchup a little bit more now. That's what we've learned. But we already knew the hero matchup. Gold 5. Okay, we're back on the high-techs. Everyone are testing new deck. Yeah, but most people are just testing, like, regular heroes, which isn't a new deck. It has barely even getting any new support. They're basically just chucking Neos in regular heroes. I'm like, that's not even a new deck. We've got option. Multiple. Does multiple here change anything majorly? Not really. 2 back row. 1 card left in hand. Means if we go for a big play, it's probably not going to work out. So we have... This hand does not have a lot of great options to beat up what he's got here. Because we want to keep cards in hand for Shady as well. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this turn very safe. We're just going to do this. Because again, I think the chances that he has a Shady is quite high. And if we get Shadied when we try and go for a big play, we just get absolutely punished. Whereas I don't mind if all 3 of these cards are in the graveyard. Should have done a room for testing. I mean, we need to get the thingy anyway, right? We need to get the rank up at some point, so it's fine. We might do a dual room on Thursday, though. Although I think there'll be less enthusiasm will the cards will be already been out for a few days, but... Okay, we got Wyvern, and we got Flapdragon. Flapdragon is kind of annoying, because obviously we have 2 0 attack monsters here. Hey! That's what we like to see. In a way, we can't Shady our guy down. It doesn't exactly represent that Contact Fusion is born of dark energy, but maybe we'll get a variant when the dark matter stuff comes. Maybe! That would be pretty cool. Hello, King John, by the way. Welcome, welcome. I will allow it. You may pop my Gradius. Why does bro hate popping my Gradius? He's allowed to. He has the capability. I guess he just wants to attack into it. Oh, he's going to pop it. Okay. Here we go. Let's watch the animation. Whoa! He has blinged this thing out. Do we care? I thought you could just have it. You can have it. That's fine. I don't mind. You've already flipped that up. You have no way to give it piercing. Even if you do discard and attack both, I'm still in a fine position. So I'm like, go for it. That Chronicle looks nice. I think it looks okay. I like the swirl. I don't know if I'm sold on the name. I think the name matches it, obviously because it's a very blue card. But blue text in general, I think just looks not great on a fusion monster. Didn't even know this is a Contact Fusion? Uh-oh. Okay. That complicates things. I didn't even think about Curse. I mean, it's still only 45. Like, we're not dead. Well, these are cards. Cyber Serpent, go! Okay, so he has a Shady. We'll summon out Spread Bomb. This should get him to use it. Okay, he's going to Shady here. Is he going to get rid of both? No, he's going to flip his 0 down. Okay, that's fine. So now, we have 2 in graveyard already, so that puts me in a pretty good spot for this. We'll go for Vic Viper. Activate Cyber Serpent. Activate Vic Viper. Get rid of this and this. We'll bring back this and this. Activate his effect. We'll activate his effect as well. Okay, we've got that in the graveyard, which is quite nice. Go 1, 2, 3 into full custom. Then we'll go Spread Bomb, Cyber Serpent. Activate Cyber Serpent. Activate Spread Bomb. Okay, how do we want to do this? It basically comes down to, do we want to have a 32? We can reduce his attack again. It shouldn't matter. So I think we're probably just going to leave this thing on the board. Let's get a little bit greedy. Now we know what this is. He's got, what, 200 defense, I think? Let me get him 32. Okay. So now it comes down to, can he beat my back row? He needs a 2000 attack guy to have a lethal push. That is annoying, but it's fine. Ah, no! I think we're dead. That's 600 burn. Oh, no, that's lethal. No! Ah. Of all the ways to die, bro. Of all the ways. Really? We got greedy holding the Shady on the first turn. We should have Shadied on the first turn. Again, but the power of hindsight, obviously we should have Shadied. But I didn't even think about Curse. I don't even know if I would play around Curse in that situation usually, though. The thing is, if he had a boss monster in hand, then we were going to be screwed anyway. If he didn't have a boss monster in hand, then he just had exact lethal and no other way to do it. And that would have been like, ugh. I mean, it is what it is, right? There was no other way we could have done anything. Like, to be fair, we could have gone for the contact fusion, but then we wouldn't have got the 3200 damage in. That is super rough. Question is, do we just use that now? I kind of don't want to. What is he playing? We don't know. He's probably on hero then. I think we're going to assume it's hero, and we're going to set the whole hand. If it's hero, we shouldn't need Shady turn 1. Like, the best play would have been activate Power Capsule Red, and then get a +2. But we'd had to get a Vanilla Gradius, and we would have had to get something else. Then we could have had 3 sets and a card in hand. But we're only 2 in the back row. What? What is this? No extra? Good shout. Good shout. I did not even check that. I don't even... What's... Okay. Power Capsule Red, I guess. Grab this and this. Who do we have here? We have you. Yeah, I mean, you're cool. We'll go Cyber Serpent. Activate Cyber Serpent. Mill 3 draw. We got one in graveyard, which is also kind of funny. Then I'll have to make room for 2, which is like kind of awkward. Right, we'll go power meter. We'll send this. We're gonna grab this back. No. We're gonna summon out multiple. Activate the effect. We're gonna summon out multiple. Activate the effect. Activate you. We'll send you. Go 1, 2, 3. Full custom. And then we'll do this. And then we'll just get out of here. I mean, we'll take the freebie, I guess. Check for Max C. Bro accidentally queued with auto duel. He might have, actually. We should check his deck. Because he had 4 cards in hand and didn't play anything, right? So he could have just scooped or done anything if he didn't want to play the game. I mean, this does look like an auto-duel deck, but he must have opened 4 of these, right? He must have. Because why would you just play one guy, right? Hello, Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Play around Nib? Nah, we don't play around Nib here. Another Uamu. Everyone playing Uamu today. Let's see what you've got for us. Okay, we're on the mirror. We're going second in the mirror. Alright, Capsule Red could sort us out. In a vacuum, this hand not so good. If we just had a Cyber Serpent, this hand goes kind of hard. Hello, multiple. Goodbye, Overrush Storm. Capsule Red comes down. Gets a +1, either gets a multiple or an option. At least he's got plenty of options. He's got loads of options. How is Bro in gold? No one will truly know. 11 extra deck broken? Exactly. Lord British. And he mills another option. That's so funny. He has just had options out the arse. He has had so many different ways to get to whatever he needs. Okay, we're going for the big boy. At the moment, all he's actually done is +1. Right? So he's going to get 2 32s. And then set a monster, set 1 back row. Okay, well, we know it can't be shady. Or at least it's not a live shady. British is awkward here. So let's start with Capsule Red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiple is going to be the pick with what we have here. So we'll go ahead and grab it. We'll go ahead and summon Vic Viper Spread Bomb. No delay, which means we could basically do whatever we want here, which is excellent. So we'll go multiple. We'll activate the effect to get an extra mill. We'll use this, send this, pop this. Summon out Lord British. Activate the effect. Bring back multiple. We'll change your battle position. Maybe we should have done it the other way around. No, I think this is still fine, right? We go 1, 2. Summon this out. We will activate the effect. Yeah, I think we should have changed the other monster face up. It's just better in every way. But this is fine. This is like an okay board. It's not a great board, if we're being honest, but we did have to take down two 3200 attack monsters. If we had flipped up the other guy, we could have still had this board, cleared over all three, and got more damage in. But it wouldn't have been, like, a lot more damage. Realistically, it would have been... Would have been any more damage? We had to have reduced those, attack over them for 200. No, we wouldn't have been able to. No, this was the best play. Okay, you can take my power meter, that's fine. We don't really care about power meter. Alright, he's got 3 cards in hand to work with. He got the British, that's pretty good. So that gets him 1 Ripple Laser. He's going to use Gradius's option. He just cannot stop getting his graveyard full of options. Bro is the pro tag, I swear. I've sat here half the time struggling to find any options at all. And he's milling them left, right, and center. Alright, here we go. Contact Fusion. I love that it's just called multiple. Yeah, I do find it very funny as well. Okay. Then we're going to what? Send Vic? We'll send British? And then just get out a second one? Surely there's no reason to send Ripple to the graveyard here. Yeah, we're just going to go double Ripple. I mean, double Ripple's fine. It'll clear most of my board. And then if that last card in your hand is a normal summon, then you're golden. He just got another option mill. How does he do it? How does he do it? Alright, here comes Ripple. So activate both the effects. And he had options. Jesus Christ! How does he always have option? What is happening? Bro is actually the main character. Is it true that Rush Duels has a new extra deck slot? Yep, we now have 8. Ignore the fact that I have 10. I'm a special snowflake. He is John Gradius. I can't believe how well he's drawing. It's kind of insane. I mean, we're not dead. We're not healthy, but we're not dead. But he has drawn absolutely bonkers every single turn so far. And his mills have been so good. Meanwhile, I'm drawing this shit. Alright, let's go Power Capsule. I really need to get something to send that to the grave. Well, that will do it. Those are actually really good draws. I can't complain about those at all. I want you. And I want you. Right, we'll go Serpent. We'll go Beginning. Activate Serpent. No draw? Come on, bro. We literally just milled Pot of Greed Shiny Shady. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We will manage. Use that to bring that back. Okay. We'll go for Beginning. We'll send this. And this. Then we're going to bring back... I don't need to change one to defense, I don't think. So I think we just do this. We'll go for the big boy. We'll go British. Bring back option. So now the question is, do we combine them to... I mean, regardless, it doesn't really make a huge difference, I don't think. It comes down to, is he going to pop our back row? So I think we'll just do this. And we're just going to swing over these. Oh, just that extra +1 from the Cyber Serpent mill could have made such a big difference, but instead we milled all of our power spell traps. We'll see. This is Vic Viper himself. I think we're just dead. I think we've lost too many life points to actually do much of anything here. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. So what he wants to do is not special summon from the grave. That's the trick. Okay, he has special summon from the grave, so I am... if he has the spell card, he outplays me here, but... Right, we'll do this. And this. I had the spell. He had the spell. Okay. And that's just lethal. I was like, if he needs exactly power meter, or we're fine. If he doesn't have exactly power meter, we basically win by flipping this up. But now, we are just dead. Ah, feels bad, man. Feels bad. I don't even know if Power Meter is a good card. I keep going back and forth on it. There are some games where it's really helpful, and there's been so many games where it's been so dead and done literally nothing. So I really don't know if I want to be playing it. But like there, it just won the game for him, right? Just straight up, won the game. I mean, considering how bad our mills were and how good his were, like, I think we did well just to survive that long. But then again, it's not really an explosive deck. It's not really the kind of deck that's going to OTK someone really quickly out of nowhere. So it's tricky. It's tricky. Well, this is a weird hand. We don't usually get options without ships. Bro really has gone all out with the fit here, hasn't he? Look at it. Look at this. What do we want to do with this? This hand is a little bit awkward. It's not like the most awkward thing in the world, but it's not super easy either. Right, let's go beginning. No delay. Okay. So go ahead and activate the effect. We'll send this. We'll bring it back. Activate the effect. Then we're probably going to go for multiple here. Activate its effect. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Into full custom. We'll go option. Activate the effect. We'll summon out a regular Gradius. Okay. I mean, we got him on 400. So, like, I feel like that's pretty good. And this board it's very outable. But it's not, like, outable in a way where you just murder your opponent to death in one turn. 3 back row is the scary part, though. Power Meter is good because it sends materials to the grave. Much better than Cyber Serpent. It miss the mills. The thing is, though, statistically, we shouldn't miss the mills. And Cyber Serpent is so impactful for the deck, because Cyber Serpent is a 3+1, and it's 3 mills. Getting 3 mills into the graveyard means that, theoretically, you should be getting cards into the graveyard more often than using the spell card that minuses you, right? Because that's the fundamental issue that it has, right? This spell card on paper, like, as if we take the context out, this is not a good card. Because we -1 to use it, right? We have to give up 2 cards. We give up the spell card, we give up a monster. Then we bring back a monster from the graveyard. So we've -1'd. Because we -2, we +1. Then we get to perform a fusion. Again, putting the materials into the graveyard is good. But I actually think the best part of Power Meter is freeing up the board. It's being able to get something out of the way. That's like the good part of the effect. 3 spell trap mills, which is what I got. Well, yeah, again, statistically, you are more likely to get 2 monsters, 1 spell trap, right? But it is what it is, right? But this is a monster reincarnation. Right, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a -1. It's like, yeah, you can find exactly what you want from the graveyard if your graveyard is set up for it, right? But it's like, how often is it going to be? Like, for me, the question isn't take out Cyber Serpent, because there's no way Cyber Serpent's coming out. This card is busted. It's, do we take out the Overrush Storm? That's what it comes down to me. Like, do we take this out for a second copy of Power Meter? What I really want is just more Gradius cards, right? I just want more 800 defense light machines so that everything can kind of flow a bit smoother. I'm off for today. Have fun. Rest of the stream. Thanks for stopping by, Corey. Okay, reducing the attack of our guys. He's specifically reducing the attack of the Gradius as well. So he's now made it so that he can just clear these. What else are you planning to do, though? You've also got out the Spread Bomb, but you haven't used its effect yet. Right, here we go. So now we're going to pop the back row. Oh, we're getting rid of that? So we just want to make lots of room. So we're probably going to go into full custom. Trying to, like, work out what the plan is. What was the point of this? So we did that just to have the extra reduce on... So that doesn't change anything. That mill wasn't, like, super crazy or anything. Okay. So you can change the battle position of one of my guys. So you probably want to change this. No, we just didn't change its battle position. Okay. We'll go into this. We'll use its effect to reduce both of these two then. And then we have another Gradius. How many options do you have, bro? You had 3. Just there. So you've only got 3 left. Have you got... Yeah, there's the Gradius option in hand. So we're using its effect. Are we using it for contact fusion? If he has another option in hand, this is kind of correct. Okay. So this was expected, but now do you have a third option? Did you have all 3 options? So you reduce these 2 again. Did you face any Aqua deck yet? Do you have a hard time? I played against Aqua in the point battle twice against the guy that came 3rd place, and I absolutely destroyed them twice. Like, not even close. So, like, I think the deck was, like, it was good, but I never felt like we were in danger of losing, if that makes sense. Right? Like, it was able... Oh, Christ. Are we actually going to die in one turn? We only have level 4s, so we're only going to lose 800 attack. So you're going to use it on full custom to get the max value. Even with that, there's still no way we die. Okay, then straight to battle. Okay. So this is fine. We are fine. So now we just need, like... any way to get out of contact fusion, and we should just win. If we have a way to deal with the back row, then it's 100% guaranteed. Alright, let's start with Power Capsule Red to try and get a way to deal with the back row. There's a way to deal with the back row. So we'll grab this out. So we'll summon. Here's the back row. He's going to shady it. Lord British. GG. Hey. We got there. We got there. Spread bomb and you win. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's all we wanted. Oh, I mean, we didn't end up actually doing that. I don't know. How did we end up? We ended up kind of even, because before we went in that loss streak, we were on a bit of a win streak. So we kind of went about, I would say we went 50-50 today. Ooh, that's not great. The thing is, like, obviously, I didn't necessarily play every game to perfection, right? Like, there was a couple of little mistakes. Like, against Brad, we just weren't even paying attention at all. We went for the Cyber Serpent, and we shouldn't do that unless we have a way to get rid of it, which would be either a Spread Bomb or a Viper Beginning, or in some situations, the Power Meter. But other than, like, probably that one mistake, I think the rest of the games, we played it pretty much as well as we could have. And for the most part, I feel like it just came down to the cards we drew. I played 4 hours and only managed to reach gold 3. So I did watch some of your stream, Mono. It was very early for me, and I was trying to get other stuff done at the same time. So I wasn't like I was lurking effectively. But I got to watch a couple of the games, and it felt like it wasn't. Again, it wasn't doing bad, but it wasn't doing great. If that makes sense, right? I don't know what your take on the deck is. I don't know if you found a lot more success than we did. Because again, based on the point battle, I was like, this deck's great. I'm loving it. It's super great. It's super powerful. Every duel, I get to just summon a bunch of contacts and do my cool stuff. I'm changing the deck, though. That's what. When do you get the SR ticket? It's 22. 22 is where we want to get to. Who's this? Gross. King of Games. Ugh. 22 is Baj. I don't think Mono's on my friends list on this account. 5.5 out of 10. Yeah, I think the deck's pretty cool. I like it. It's just there. Again, if you're not going into a contact fusion, you're not doing anything. Like, the deck is just not. Like, if you're not exactly contact fusioning, you're playing 1200 beta the deck, right? And it's just not good enough. And sometimes going into a contact fusion is really easy, and sometimes it's not. So it's like, it's really awkward sometimes. But that is going to be the end of today's stream. We are going to go ahead and raid into How. I don't know what How's doing, but we will go and raid into him. I don't think he's playing Rush, because he doesn't play a lot of Rush, but we will go ahead and do that. But we are going to be back on Thursday. So we will be back on Thursday with another stream. We will probably do a duel room. We'll probably do some sort of duel room on Thursday, because I want to get like some proper testing in and not just play against hero all the time. So we'll try and get that going. Beyond that, there is still a tournament on today. There is the Dynasty Cup. So if anyone wants to play Dynasty, sign up. Sign up for Dynasty. You should sign up. It's gonna be fun. Zoroark's tournaments are always good. And we want as many people in these tournaments as possible so we can get a feel for the new meta. So everyone should be doing that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.